Tory, you spoke to my kids. Liz, you did too. But you spoke to my kids, and when I tell you both that they was talking about what we did earlier that morning all day, that's literally what they was doing. They was talking about it all day. My son was just hollering,
Awesome.
where's Tory? Like,
I wanted to make sure that I let you know that to hear a person and have a person like you in this community, the way that you are selfless, the way that you give, even when your cup is not even full, you are filling other people's cup. And that just inspires me to make sure that I help you the best way that I can by doing my part.
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm, stay focused.
Now, live from the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is the king of talk radio, Tory Lowe.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio. And I'm here for the action.
And nothing but that action.
And I want all the smoke.
Who wants the smoke today?
Salute to all my brothers and sisters on the front lines. The marathon continues.
The movement continues.
How y'all doing out there in Radio Land? Who we got in the chat? Salute to everybody joining the show today. I see Willie in the chat, Essie in the chat, Maurice in the chat, Jeff. Salute to everybody joining the show today. Hey, I was up late last night, so there was a lot going on in my world, but it always is. So I had to come in. I had to wear a hat today. I mean, I didn't get a chance to stop by the barbershop. Man, I mean, it's so much. You know what? This year has been one of the most. I've never been this busy. I've never been this busy. Like, I thought that coming into this year was gonna be ain't nothing but smooth sailing like Liz Brown. I thought it wasn't gonna be nothing but smooth sailing. Let me get this scarf off. Let me take this scarf. Hold on. Okay, there we go. We're here we go. All I'm saying is it was so many people calling me from all over the place with different situations. And if you was listening to the show this year, you know we was packed. You know we was packed with call to actions this year. And going into, it's almost the end of the year. We going into 2026. And I got a list. I got a list of things that I want Truth Nation to do. I got some things that I think that we should discuss going into the new year. They say, Tory, it's kind of early, but I don't think so. Because it's never too early to start, to get on the right track. It's never too late. But I think that it was certain things that I realized that when you want people to move forward, you got to get ahead of it. So I'm finna get ahead of it right now, and I'm gonna start my wish list for Truth Nation. I got my wish list. I got my top 5 things that I'm gonna need from Truth Nation going into this next year. Y'all ready? Give me do we got a countdown? Do we got a countdown, Andrew? Hold on. Okay, I guess we got a countdown. I don't know. But number one, this is the number one thing that I need from Truth Nation. And I know I seen the uptick in this. I seen the uptick in it this year. I salute to all my brothers and sisters on the front lines. Salute. Because I did see this a little bit more than I've seen in years past. The one thing I want for Truth Nation to do is stop being reactionary and be more about that action. And I've seen brothers and sisters come out this year being about that action, but I think it's way more. I think it should be way more people coming out, being about that action. We do call to actions, and we ask for our listening audience to participate in things involving being a resource for families. We got the cleanup, the community cleanup next year. We got the Walk Against Violence. We got the True Family Fest. We got all of these events, and they're getting bigger and better, but I need more people to be about that action. Can I get somebody in the chat to say be about that action? Can I get somebody to, can I get some folks at home to say, I'm going to be about that action? More, even more. Okay? Can't never get enough of that. Number two. I need people to be a resource for your community. Be more of a resource for your community, like in your neighborhood. Everybody want to get his big Martin Luther King speech, but the people down the block don't know who you is. Come on now. I need more people to know about you in your own community. I know everybody want to get on TV. Everybody want that big stand at the podium press conference, but that's fluff. That is fluff. You know what I need y'all to do? I'm only talking to the people that's my frontliners. I'm talking to my frontliners or those that about that action. I need you to start being a resource for your community where you live. You know, going up and down the street with the clipboard. That's what I'm talking about. You know, some knocking on doors, trying to see if people need resources, coats. You know, if the kid needs, if they have family issues and resources, because we bring in a lot of people on the show, a lot of people that talk about mental health. We give out we giving out all these resources on the air. Are you writing it down? Are you a resource for your community at this point? We've been on the air for 5 years now, bringing in resources. And people talking about what they do for the community. Have you been writing it down? Have you been taking notes? Have you been going down the neighborhood with the clipboard and helping some of these people that are out here saying that they got these resources and directing people to these resources? Be more resourceful. That's what I need from y'all. I need for 2026 to be an uptick in activism and being an advocate. Somebody say I'm gonna be an advocate. Somebody say that. Somebody say that. Give me somebody in the chat say I'm gonna be an advocate. I'm gonna be a better advocate in 2026. Come on now. Where the advocates at? Number three.
Number three.
And this is something you got to be about that action to do it. When we have call to actions, I'm going to need y'all to come outside. I need y'all to come outside to show these young people that we care and love them when we do call to actions, and these families and these things that are hurting our community. I'm going to need people to say, okay, you know what? Next year, I'm going to do a little bit more. I'm going to be a little bit more active to the call to actions. That's all I'm going to say. It's kind of like number one and number three, might be buddies, might be best friends. And this is what I've been saying. Number four is, now I know y'all do the no snitching. Y'all ain't trying to, I don't want to be a snitch. This has been a thorn in my side since I started my advocacy. Folks that ain't even in gang activities acting like they in the gang, talking about snitching and I ain't finna do this and I ain't finna do that until it's them or they family members. Now they calling me talking about they want me to come turn over the city to help, to turn over every rock in the city to find out what happened to their loved one. Okay. But I need to have this rule installed in 2026. And this is the thing I need y'all to hear. Open up your ears. Get the peroxide and swish it around in your eardrum. I need this to be clear. Do not allow harm to innocent life. Do not allow harm to happen to innocent life. When you see innocent life being harmed, you got to stand 10 toes down. I understand what I'm saying. I don't care if it's the family member. I don't care if it's somebody you know. They tell your friends now. Call them. Send them a text message. Say, Tory said, we can no longer allow anybody to bring harm to innocent life, men, women, and children. Come on now. Tell me who against that. Andrew, tell me who against that.
Nobody should be against that.
Okay, it sounds simple to me. Somebody tell me who don't like that. Do not allow people to bring harm to innocent life. And last but least, now this is something, this might be a stretch. This might be a stretch now. And maybe we need to work on this. But I need y'all to start a family business. I need y'all to find something, start a family business that the family can get involved in. A business, get the family together and say, we gonna start a family business. Start a family business. Somebody say start a family business in the chat. Let's start a family business. Let's get back to entrepreneurship. And if every family started a family business, even if it, and I'm hoping it's successful. Let me get this out the way. But even if it's to teach the young people how to start a business and be an entrepreneur, we need to get back to doing that. Starting entrepreneurship, even if it's like making soap, even with the lemonade stand, let's start a family business. Get the family together at the table. We finna start a family business. Let's do that in 2026. Let's get back to the village. Let's fix the village. Hey, look, when we come back, I'm going to get into the show. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
And that's Tory Lowe, bringing you all the action and all the smoke. The Milwaukee Panthers hit the road for a big matchup this Wednesday as they travel to Big Ten country to take on the Indiana Hoosiers.
Intercepted by Franklin. Hubbard 1-on-2 into the paint. Left hand floater is pure and he tumbles to the ground. Hubbard left wing. Buries the three. 24-19.
Scott Warris has the coverage Wednesday starting at 5:30 on 101.7 The Truth and the Milwaukee Panthers Sports Network from Learfield. Tip-off happens at 6 o'clock.
It's 101.7 The Truth. Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Gina Della and her team at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin always have the winning game plan. Check out the championship caliber play call this month. A whole house of beautiful, new, energy-efficient Pella windows for as low as $297 a month, and get this, 0% interest for up to 6 years. That's like running a drive that keeps moving the chains with no penalties and no interest. And I can tell you from my experience, Pella windows actually stop the drafts. You'll stay comfortable no matter how cold it gets outside. Think about it. Energy savings, comfort, and a great monthly payment you can actually manage. That's why I trust Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and why this is the right time to make your move. Call today and schedule your free consultation at PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions apply. Ends 11/30 of 2025.
From my family and myself, I would like to say thank you to Gruber Law Offices for taking such good care of us.
I would say thank you because you were so human and so much of a friend during the whole process.
I'm super grateful for them representing me and doing all that they did for me.
I would just say thank you for making me feel better.
That's why I'm here, to say thank you, thank you, thank you.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Our children deserve a real chance to make it in life, and a good education is a passport to opportunity. At City Ford Collective, we're working to make sure there's a great Milwaukee school for every Milwaukee family, because more good options lead to better outcomes. And who doesn't want that? Together, we can give every child the foundation they need to thrive, and a stronger future for kids means a stronger future for Milwaukee. To learn more about our mission, visit us at cityfordcollective.org. That's cityfordcollective.org.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are much closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, at 1017thetruth.com.
Seven The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. I saw this story and I want to just give my condolences to this family because a father and daughter died in a plane crash carrying hurricane relief supplies to Jamaica. We talked about the hurricane that hit Jamaica. You don't really see much on that in the mainstream. I don't see a lot of updates on it, maybe because it's in Jamaica. But, you know, I'm just trying to figure out, because they said this was just a huge thing that was happening over there. A lot of things, a lot of people over there that need relief. But here go a family. A father and a daughter were killed in a small plane that crashed on Monday in Florida, which was bound for Jamaica, and they was trying to carry the hurricane relief supplies. And I was like, wow, look, you know, many times when you set out on a journey to try to assist, you know, you thinking, okay, you're doing a good deed, but you never think in the back of your mind that you can actually lose your life. And every day I get out here and I advocate and I try to bring relief to families. Many times I say to myself, hopefully, you know, God, you know, covers me when I'm trying to do these things to help others. But this was a sad one, and I wanted to bring this to the show today. If you're watching this, we broadcast live. We got some news on this story. Let's listen.
Overnight, new details about the deadly plane crash in Coral Springs, Florida, that took the lives of a father and daughter.
We do have a confirmed plane down. It is submerged.
The plane took off from Fort Lauderdale a little past 10 a.m. Monday before multiple cameras caught it slamming into the water by a residential neighborhood mere feet from homes.
The next thing we know is it just took a dive and went straight to the ground.
I just heard, meow, boosh, and a huge crash. At first, I thought it was like a projectile or something.
The Beechcraft King Air shattering apart and scattering debris. Police finding a tire in a backyard.
Fortunately, the plane did not strike any houses when it entered the water. It did strike some trees in the backyard of one of the homes and then entered the water there.
Authorities confirming that no bystanders were injured. Witnesses describing the horror.
I looked up and I saw like all this debris in the air. Like it looked like somebody blew up a building.
And this morning, we're learning the identities of the two passengers on board the plane, Alexander Worm and his daughter Serena. Alexander was the founder of Ignite the Fire Ministry, and that fateful flight was his second relief trip of the week to deliver aid to communities in Jamaica affected by Hurricane Melissa.
This guy was an actual partner, like somebody that we worked with often, and he mattered. This is what he was passionate about. Helping people in the Caribbean, and this guy was saving lives.
Victor Okendo, ABC News.
Wow, and I'm an advocate, so this is why this story kind of hits different, because every time I get out here and maybe somebody will call me and say, hey, Tory, there's a homicide, nobody's in custody, or somebody will say, hey, Tory, my daughter's been missing for 30 days, can you help? And these are stories that you can go Google. These are things that I've had to get involved in. These is not, I don't want to go through all of the different things that you got to go through when somebody dumps that kind of trouble in your lap and say, hey, can you help us resolve it? And I've done it many times, but when I see that, when people who are out here trying to do good and they're affected in a negative way, I just want to send up prayers for the father and the daughter that lost their life in that Florida plane crash. Because when I saw it, I was like, man, how many times have I, could have been in a situation where we just out here trying to help and you don't make it back home. So salute to all my brothers and sisters on the front lines that risk their lives and get out here and get involved and roll their sleeves up and try to do the real work. So I just wanted to put that on my show today, because many times those stories don't get told. This guy was a hero. This guy and his daughter trying to help. One thing for certain is that we never know when our time is up. Tomorrow ain't promised, so every day is a day to do what we can. Every day is another day to get it right. So, hey, I'm just saying, it was a couple times where I didn't, it was a couple close calls with my life. So, well, there's another story I want to get into. This is about an Army gynecologist. Here we go. And this is the Army, folks, Truth Nation. An Army gynecologist took secret videos of patients during intimate exams. This is what the lawyer is saying. And you know how y'all, people that they say go get the checkup. And now this is an Army gynecologist. See, you got to keep your head on the swivel, but you never know with these perverts. It's a lot of perverts that's wearing suits and they supposed to be professional. But we got the story. If you're watching this, we broadcast live. Let's listen.
Very official telling our team that at least 25 women at the Fort Hood base in Texas have been interviewed by Army criminal investigators after they found photos and videos on the doctor's devices. Dr. Blaine McGraw, the woman filing the lawsuit, one of the alleged victims, also claims Army leadership has allowed this doctor to continue practicing despite getting other sexual misconduct complaints dating back years. The lawsuit states by doing so, the Army gave cover to a predator in uniform. The Army referring us to a statement released by Fort Hood late last month, saying it started an investigation within hours of a patient's allegations and that the doctor has been suspended from his position. An attorney for Dr. McGraw says in a statement just into us that he had been fully cooperative with the investigation and that they've expressed concerns that the plaintiff's attorneys are holding press conferences and citing what they call inaccurate information. Our Pentagon correspondent Courtney Cube.
All right, well, hey, ladies, you got, hey, I thought it was supposed to be two people in the room. I thought that, like, if you go to see a gynecologist, there's supposed to be like a nurse or somebody, like more than one person when they doing those checks.
I think when it's the military, it might be different, Tory.
So the military have a little bit more different strategy where they got more power, so they can get off with this. You know what? It was a woman that stopped her daughter from going to the military because they say that women are severely, I don't want to put that on, out there, but a lot of women are being negatively affected going into the military and sexually abused in the military. So here we go with this gynecologist taking pictures. And they say that he had a history. I want to keep everybody updated on this story, but once again, you can't trust nobody, boy. Whew. I don't know. I was going to say something, but you know what? I'm going to go to break. Hey, I'm going to go to break. When we come back, we'll have a pop culture report. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
You ever see the sign above the highway? The number of people that have been killed on the road? My wife, my son, and my unborn child were killed by a distracted driver. They were more than just a number.
Your phone isn't worth it. Buckle up, phone down. Brought to you by the Wisconsin Department of Transportation.
At Educators Credit Union, they believe that every person should have the tools they need to achieve their dreams. Educators Credit Union is dedicated to helping our future leaders eliminate financial hurdles by providing 35 high school seniors a $2,000 scholarship every year. Applications open in January. Visit Educators Credit Union at ECU.com to learn more about how to apply. Educators Credit Union, insured by NCUA. Membership eligibility required.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Here is Kyle Wallace with his truth.
Truth Nation, I guess I've officially graduated from big bro to unk status, at least according to my little cousin. That's what he said. Now, at first I pushed back a little bit, and I was offended by the assertion that I was old enough to be unk. But after a little thought, y'all, I actually embraced the label of being unk and the responsibility which comes with being quote-unquote unk. See, as unk, I think it's my duty to look out for and support the youth and young cats coming up after me. Embrace the role as being a mentor and role model and aim to protect our kids at all costs. With the news cycle always seemingly being negative towards the youth, we need to take it back upon ourselves to change the narrative and uplift our youth. Our kids are so much more than fights, stolen cars, Kia boys, or acting a fool in public. We can't allow a small population of children to depict who our kids really are in the city of Milwaukee. You have to resist the urge to want to bash our kids and be so quick to pass judgment or disparage the youth. And we gotta stop acting as if we were not once in their shoes, making poor decisions, having regrets. I know we have all been there. Now, regardless of how funny it may sound to say YN, don't label our kids that. That is far from a term of endearment, and we have to remember you become what people call you. If someone calls you dumb over and over and over again, you may start believing that you are dumb, and you may start having self-doubt in oneself. Don't put that type of self-hating energy on our youth, Milwaukee. We need to call them YKs and YQs for young kings and young queens, even when they might frustrate you. Remember, they are still only kids. With the summer being here, there is no better time to encourage them to aspire to be great. Give them positive reinforcement. Give them positive affirmation until we get it through their minds on who they really are and what they can become. An unstoppable force of greatness.
Listen to Truth to Power with Kyle Wallace weekdays from noon to 1 p.m.
This Associated Bank Sports Center update on 1017 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Andrew Zimmel. The Green Bay Packers lost on Monday Night Football to the Philadelphia Eagles 10-7. Head coach Matt LaFleur and his team's mindset going forward.
The reality is we're 5-2-1 with 10 games remaining and everything right out in front of us.
The Packers travel to take on the New York Giants for a noon kickoff on Sunday. And the Milwaukee Bucks were able to hold off the Dallas Mavericks Monday night, winning 116-114. Giannis Antetokounmpo was the game leader with 30 points. But the story of the night was guard Ryan Rollins, who finished with 13 points, including a layup to go ahead with 13 seconds remaining. Head coach Doc Rivers on Rollins.
You know, he's still young, but kid is tough. You know, and he's coachable, and he's probably the hardest worker on our team.
The Bucks continue their road trip against the Charlotte Hornets tomorrow. Tip-off is at 6 p.m. This True Sports Update was brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app at 1017thetruth.com.
Seven The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Pop Culture Report brought to you by GP, Truth Nation Insider, in studio.
What it do?
Is that New York's finest? Hey, how you doing, GP?
I'm doing good. I'm feeling fresh. Haircut.
I see.
I know. Glasses. I got a little nice quarter zip on. I'm feeling good. I'm
living better now. Coogee sweater now. Hey.
You know how it be.
You know how y'all New York cats be. Y'all be trying to get fresh.
All I need is a fresh pair of Timbs. I'm outside.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. It looked like you, like you got a hot date or something.
We'll say that
like when you about to get off of work, you know you got some other interests.
You read me a little too well.
Yeah, because you wasn't looking that fresh.
We got telekinesis.
I think something extra going on with that. I mean, I'm smelling whiffs of cologne and.
Oh, no, I got to keep up an appearance.
Okay, I see.
It's every day. Do I come here looking raggedy any other time?
Nah, I mean,
see Andrew, of course, he gonna nod his head.
He bitter with you because y'all in the weight loss battle.
Yeah, I know. He beefing right now. He'll get over it, though.
Yeah, he said you ate some cheese curds yesterday.
I had plenty of Miller Lite products as well. I'm supporting a partner.
Right. So, Andrew, I mean, he said he can support the partner and still beat you in the weight loss.
Yeah, good luck.
It's that easy. It's just that easy.
Well, what's going on out here in these pop culture streets, GP?
It's a hard life out here for some of these Packers fans. We kind of talked to it last week, obviously kind of how big and I guess how important this game would be just kind of for a morale standpoint. Obviously, it's still kind of early in the season. The Packers still have a chance or a kind of a clear road to make the playoffs, but there was kind of a measuring stick that needed to be met, and they fell way below it last night. It was a very, very disappointing loss. There's obviously some takeaways.
It was a defensive battle. If you like defense, both teams have Super Bowl winning defense.
Absolutely.
So you saw that.
Yeah.
They both had their troubles on offense, but it seemed like the Packers had opportunity, and in the crucial moments, we got a fumble.
I believe Jalen Hurts, he fumbled in the first quarter. And so I think they had decent field position off of that. I know Keyshawn Nixon probably returned it to like the 40-yard line or so, but they obviously came up empty, off of that turnover. And then Jordan Love obviously had that costly fumble later in the first half as well. So they kind of just traded back and forth.
But in the last minutes, that last 2.5 minutes, they had a drive. Then they ended up getting the ball back, couldn't make the field goal. But what I'm saying is the play calling is questionable once again.
Yeah.
At the end, they could have called a timeout, secured the 1 yard, and still had time to operate. It seems like they was in a hurry-up offense, and everybody knew that Josh Jacobs was getting the ball.
Yeah, it was tough.
I mean, it was one of those things where they could have called a timeout and got the 1 yard and executed, and it just seems like they were just in crucial moments of the game where we could have made significant moves at crucial times. It wasn't there for us.
Yeah, I think the toughest part for me is that it felt like LaFleur was kind of running a game plan with his ego. I think in that first half, they ran the ball, I believe, 5 or 6 straight times to start, and they obviously wanted to feature the offense around Jacobs because they didn't have Kraft, but they were trying to prove a point that they could run against that Eagles defensive line, which is obviously very good, very stout. They've got a lot of guys, and it worked for the most part, but there was no differential in the game plan. They didn't start really trying to throw the ball until late in the game when they needed to make bigger plays down the field. Obviously, Watson had a couple good catches. Wicks had a couple great plays as well. There were some other guys that were trying to get out there, but there was a lot of key throws that Jordan Love tried to fit into some tight spaces, and some guys just dropped some passes, really. But it all comes down to that last drive when they got near field goal range, or they were at kind of midfield. I believe the best decision there would have just been the Hail Mary, because you obviously have a kicking controversy. There's McManus, and there's, have risk as well. He's been good when McManus was hurt. I don't know why they don't go to the hot hand, or what the play that they ran before that as well. I think they tried to run a quick out to the sideline to maybe gain 4 or 5 yards to see if they could get a little closer. And then obviously the kick was just disappointing. They had no chance in hell of making it. So it just feels like LaFleur is his own worst enemy at times. And it feels like Love is also suffering because he doesn't have the confidence in himself or some of the players that he's obviously throwing to.
I said it at the beginning of the season. I wanted to see Jordan Love check out of some of this stuff and do what because when you're involved in the game, you start to get the rhythm and the pattern of the defense, the flow of the game. Right? Wide receivers are saying, okay, if we can get this off because this is how I'm being played. You don't see that with the Packers. You see LaFleur calling the plays. You don't see no checkout. You just running plays. And I think Aaron Rodgers, around his time where Jordan Love is as a starter, he started checking out of plays, and I think Brett Favre would check out of plays and try to say, okay, I know the rhythm of the game at this point. This is the play that's going to guarantee us X amount of yards. It just seems like Jordan Love is just running every play that is being called in. And not to say that that's a bad thing.
Yeah, you obviously trust your coaching.
But you got to trust yourself, too.
Yeah.
And I don't see that.
Yeah, it's tough. Again, I think he's still in that stage where he thinks that his coach can do no wrong. And it's not to say that, again, they don't have agreements. Obviously, they're in meetings the entire week going over the game plan, statistics, situational stuff. So they have plays for every scenario that they can kind of counter. But again, this is a team, and I saw a statistic as well out there. All 3 of their losses have been under, I believe, less than 9 points. So they've lost all the games that they've lost, they've been in them. They've just made poor decisions here and there. Obviously, it comes down to it where they can't manufacture a game-winning drive. And so they're 5-3-1 going into, almost the divisional slate of their schedule. They play at New York next week, which they obviously just fired their coach, but that's a team that has energy. They have life. They're going to play up to the competition. And so are we getting the best from the Packers every single week? Teams are going to circle that on their calendar because they know what expectation was for this team when the season started. And so it's not looking good right now for Packers fans. There's nothing to be excited about.
I think that we thought that Micah would take us to the next level, and I believe the defense is a Super Bowl defense.
Absolutely.
I think that the Green Bay Packers have a defense that can compete with any team in the league from what I'm seeing right now. But I think the offense has not gotten it together. A lot of injuries. We're working with a lot of injuries, but we still got talent.
Yeah.
We have a deep wide receiver core.
Right.
And we have enough, with Josh Jacobs being the feature back, to put together drives that, this doesn't make sense. I think that, is it the play calling? Is it LaFleur or Jordan Love at this point?
I think it's this marriage again. Like, Love was their guy. They handpicked him because they thought he could be the great successor to a guy like Aaron Rodgers, which obviously huge shoes to fill. But there needs to kind of be some type of accountability or some type of he doesn't have that juice or that kind of that mentality, that mantra that this is on me. I control this enterprise. I am what makes this ship go. Whether I have my best receivers or whether I don't have my favorite target or my favorite tight end or my running back can't get the run game going, I need to get us in great situations so we can score points, whether it's 3 or whether it's 6. You can't come up empty an entire half and then finally put some points on the board late third quarter and think you're going to beat a championship caliber team like the Eagles. It's tough. I think that also something that we're going to have to pay attention to, too. This team is in a position where they're going to have to go all out to secure a spot. They're kind of in the wild card picture right now. And so it's going to be all hands on deck for them to even get into the playoffs in December. And so guys.
And the division is looking tough.
Right. And you want guys who are healthy. You want to get hot at the right time later in the year so you can rest guys and be fully prepared for playoffs. They're now looking at an opportunity or a situation where they're going to probably have to go on the road and play somebody like the Eagles again if they finish in, the 6th seed or the 7th seed or something like that. So it's tough sledding ahead, but the defense is good enough that they can get it done. They can make it happen. They just need to make the adjustments, and go forward from there.
Here we go.
Yeah, it's looking tough.
I hate when the Packers lose because then my whole week I got to listen to all of these Bear fans. I got to listen to all these Viking fans. I got to listen to everybody try to, take a side swipe at the Green Bay Packers.
Well, they killing Jordan Love on social media. They're saying that he's basically not the guy, which I don't think is a fair, kind of, I guess, adjustment or a fair assessment of the situation. There's throws that he made last night that guys should have obviously caught. I know there was one to, I believe, I'm trying to think who he threw it to, but I think it was Bo Melton on like 4th and 5 or 4th and 6, and it hit him right in his breastplate and he dropped it. And so obviously if that's a big play right there, you keep the drive going, you get in plus territory.
And you lose Romeo Doubs as well.
Right. And
which is our most clutch outside of Tucker Kraft. But last night, you lose Romeo Doubs, and that kind of hurt. But still, that's still no excuse. Next man up.
Yeah, not at all. I mean, it's the NFL. Again, everybody out there is a pro. Again, I tell people all the time, there's not really anything such as an upset in the NFL because these are professionals with a game plan that is catered to help them succeed. And so, obviously, you either execute or you don't, and you come up with a W or a L. In some cases, a tie, which we've seen with the Packers also. So, it's tough. But, again, this is a team that has all the tools available. They just need to use them the right way.
You know what? I think that when I look at the Packers, I think that we thought that they were Super Bowl ready.
Right.
Now we're just saying, get it together. We got to get to a space where everybody's clicking on all cylinders, defense and offense. But I'm not seeing that. I see the defense is. I mean, I'm hoping that there's not nothing that erupts in the locker room due to what's going on with the offense. With the offense, seems like it's the problem this year.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, I don't think there's a guy that's really a veteran in that locker room that kind of is like, hey, we need to meet, we need to be on one accord. Like, there just needs to be someone that takes over and takes accountability. Hopefully it's Jordan Love. Hopefully he sees the talk and he hears the chatter.
It should be Jordan.
Yeah, and it gives him that motivation to say, all right, like, I need my troops to rally around me. I count on you, you count on me. That's kind of how it needs to go in the locker room. But, again, LaFleur is, I don't want to say on the hot seat, but the more losses that start to stack up with all the expectations and all the moves in the offseason, things will get dicey for them if they don't end up making the playoffs.
Oh, I think if they don't make the playoffs, LaFleur will be on the chopping block.
Yeah, it's tough.
Here we go. Well, look, when we come back, we'll have more Pop Culture Report. We got GP in studio. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
This season, the Bucks are going for it all.
A game winner for the Greek Freak.
Go inside the team's pursuit of a championship on Locked In, the new season of the Behind the Bucks podcast, narrated by Bucks legend Marcus Johnson. Hear from the team stars on why they think they can make history. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
It's 1017 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Gina Della and her team at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin always have the winning game plan. Check out the championship caliber play call this month. A whole house of beautiful, new, energy-efficient Pella windows for as low as $297 a month, and get this, 0% interest for up to 6 years. That's like running a drive that keeps moving the chains with no penalties and no interest. And I can tell you from my experience, Pella Windows actually stop the drafts. You'll stay comfortable no matter how cold it gets outside. Think about it. Energy savings, comfort, and a great monthly payment you can actually manage. That's why I trust Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and why this is the right time to make your move. Call today and schedule your free consultation at PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions apply. Ends 11/30 of 2025.
Hey, it's me, Coach Erica. Are you feeling lost, tired, or just unfocused? Let me help you get back on track. Join the Journey to Success coaching program today and start becoming the best version of you. Don't wait. Your breakthrough starts now. Learn more at ericaodomjourney.com. That's ericaodomjourney.com. Let's walk this journey together.
Wisconsin winters can be tough, and so are higher energy bills. The Community Advocates Milwaukee County Energy Assistance Program is ready to help you. Eligible Milwaukee County residents can receive help with their energy bills and weatherization benefits to keep you warm and help you manage your heating and electric bills. Schedule your personal appointment at keepwarmmke.org or call 414-270-4653. For more details about locations and hours of operation, go to communityadvocates.net. This program is administered by the State of Wisconsin Department of Administration.
Students learn best when they can put their knowledge into action. JA's Stock Market Challenge teaches high school students how to analyze stocks and how current events impact value. Thanks to RSM, our partner that makes this program possible. It's just one of many ways JA brings learning to life. To learn more, visit wisconsin.ja.org.
Happy kids heal faster, and that's why Starlight is dedicated to improving the mental well-being of sick kids across the U.S. Learn how at starlight.org.
Wisconsin's own Gruber's offices. One call, that's all.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, at 1017thetruth.com.
The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Pop Culture Report brought to you by GP in studio.
What it do?
Something going on out here with Vivica Fox.
Yeah, Vivica Fox, she won't let that old thing go.
She want that old thing back.
Probably. Again, as a lot of people know, Vivica A. Fox and 50 Cent, they had a highly public and kind of long and tumultuous relationship back in the early 2000s. But Vivica A. Fox basically appeared on a panel earlier, and someone kind of asked her, what their best advice would be relationship-wise. And she basically goes on to say, don't date 50 Cent and don't date any rappers.
What?
Yeah. And obviously it garnered a lot of...
She in love.
I wouldn't say love. That's obsession at that point. It's been 20-something years. So I don't understand. Again, at what point do you kind of, willing to cut ties completely and not mention that person? That person obviously still has some type of hold or some type of effect on you if you just throw that out
hit
there.
the Kundalini.
He done knocked the cobwebs off.
Because it ain't no way you talking about somebody 26 years later. Like, you supposed to move on, have other relationships. This is like a long time. And when she's talking about 50, it's how she's staying relevant, because nobody was talking about anything Vivica Fox. I don't know what project she got going on.
Not a movie,
but
nothing.
This is the most publicity she done got. So I think that this is the way that she is working her way back in the mainstream media, because the last time I heard about her, she was like she ready to settle down. And Cass was like, nah.
That shit might have sailed.
Yeah, they like, nah, we ain't interested in Vivica now. I mean, they'll probably, take her out on a couple dates or whatever, you know what I mean? But
well, the name holds some weight, but she ain't no spring chicken. Again, this is not to say that women don't, age gracefully or that they don't look good.
Oh, well, black don't crack.
At all. She still looks good. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of people that will go after her, but if I'm someone that's thinking about taking Vivica A. Fox out on a date and you still on the panel talking about your ex from 20 years ago, why is there any type of, kind of thought in my mind that I should make you my
She don't want nobody messing with 50 Cent, because I believe she know he's single. He broke up. He just broke up with Cuban Link.
Right.
And I don't see him around with anybody.
Well, 50 is
You don't see her around with anybody. She trying to get his attention, to me.
Well, 50 is about his money, though. 50 is a hustler. He's a businessman.
Okay, he just set up a production studio.
Right. Paid in Full is coming eventually soon.
Okay.
His BMF.
He has a lot of acting things going on.
Right.
She's an actress. She feel like, hey, I'm the best one for you. I'm your soulmate.
But she wanted to throw him a bone, or one or the other? Both of them.
If she get in a relationship with 50, she'll always have acting jobs for the rest of her life.
I don't think it go like that. The main thing I see here, again, you got to pick and choose your enemies wisely. 50 Cent is not someone I want to call out by name, especially if he knows some things about me that people don't know about me. Again, 50 Cent, 50 Cent used to have a bunch of ladies back in the day. I know he used to have a thing with Sierra, if I'm not mistaken, way back in the day. They made some music together as well. Sierra obviously has moved completely on. She's now married to Russell Wilson, kids, and the whole nine.
Like, if you over somebody, you don't talk about them. It's not a big deal.
At all. It should never be.
It's still a big deal because she's still... I don't know if she got somebody, coming through late at night or not, but from what I'm seeing, she don't have the outright, she's supposed to be a top tier or this actress.
Yeah.
And you don't see her with the man. And she was just recently talking about how she want one and she's ready to settle down. So, and you haven't seen that. And that was like, what, a year ago or so?
Maybe so.
About talking like that. So now she's bringing up 50 Cent. I think she take an L with this one. I think Vivica taking an L on this one, because you would think that she would be somewhere, it's getting cold outside, somewhere booed up.
He said it's getting chilly.
It is.
Well, that's the thing.
That's why you got that sweater on.
Well, no, for sure. But I'm saying you got to be realistic about your situation at some point. Again, if you had words or you had dealings with somebody way in the past, again, if there's no opening that door again, move on, and you might have to take a little step down. I think she thinks that she's still kind of the Vivica A. Fox of old in the early 2000s. Obviously she was a very, very credible and very reliable, great actress, was a very good entertainer, but that kind of lust and that kind of allure is no longer there. And so you kind of got to draw from what, once was in order to make yourself feel good about yourself currently.
Well, is this a turnoff for somebody to be talking about their ex at this point from 26 years ago? You on a date, somebody's, saying stuff about their ex, and they spend at least a whole conversation or a whole segment of the conversation talking about their ex. I mean, I'm going to think you may not be over.
Are we splitting the check? Date is
Oh,
over.
wow.
Yeah, we're going Dutch. We're going Dutch at that point. Because again, if I volunteer my time and my energy to get to know you and understand what you got going on and how you've been affected in life and stuff, and you still are harping on those traumas and whatever that person kind of did to you in the past, then that means that you're not fully healed. You're not fully present in the moment. And again, that's kind of the tough part with Vivica A. Fox here. Again, like if she was to go out and try to meet a man or secure a husband or kind of start a new chapter in her life, she's still hurt or still dealing with whatever she went through with 50 Cent in the past. She's not fully involved with or fully committed to getting to know the man that might be her future or her last partner ever. So it's kind of tough. We see it in dating all the time. Again, people like to, I don't want to say play the victim or kind of blame, but there's a lot of people that are like, yeah, like he messed me up for good, or she did this and she messed with my mental psyche. But at the end of the day, it's on you. You have to stare at yourself in the mirror every day. You put your pants leg on one leg at a time. You put your makeup on, however else, whatever else you got to do to get your confidence right. Your confidence isn't attached to someone that you used to be. That person obviously.
I think he shattered her confidence.
I hate to put it that way, but that is true. Again,
I think she can't go to bed at night without thinking about Curtis Magic Stick Johnson.
Do you think about me?
Oh. Hey.
What are we doing?
He just gave him
he got a song called Magic. He got the Magic Stick. He got the something happened.
I'm the love doctor.
Something happened.
Maybe he did. Maybe he told it.
Asked her 21 questions. I don't know.
It's a lot. Candy shop, everything.
Hey,
damn, we just cracked the code right here.
I'm just trying to tell you, because if you meet somebody and they be like, I can't stop thinking about you, and anytime she wants to gain traction, all she got to do is bring up 50 Cent.
That's true. That is true. Again, I always
nobody. If she had not mentioned 50 Cent in this interview, nobody would be talking about her.
That is true. This clip would not have circulated online.
The fall off is real.
I wouldn't even say it's the fall off.
Okay, well, what she's doing? What was her last project?
I couldn't tell.
Okay, so how it ain't real?
I don't even know. I'm still thinking of what was this? What was the movie with Bill Bellamy? Was it How to Be a Player? That's the only. Was she even in that movie? That's the last movie I can remember. From
Soul Food or
something. I don't know. I can't remember the last time I seen Vivica A. Fox.
No, she was on Empire. She was on Empire with Cookie.
Oh, well, she was Cookie cousin, wasn't she?
She was Cookie cousin, a sister or something.
Yeah, mooching, trying to get fame. Art imitates reality sometimes, don't it? It'd be bad like that. But no, again, for anybody out there that is actually thinking of starting fresh, or that they kind of had somebody that they used to talk to in the past, know how to be present and know how to understand yourself and what you did in that situation that led to you being by yourself. Everything is not always able to be blamed on, the person that you.
But there's some people they stuck on their ex.
People with
they want that old thing back.
Nah.
They done moved on. They thought it was going to be something powerful out there. And now to me, this is kind of like her way of circling the wagons to get his attention. Because now he got a response.
But he's a troll. That's the thing. There's certain people that you can't troll or you can't kind of go back around. There's a lot of people that are that petty and that kind of, I guess, so set in their ways and stuck in their ways. Again, 50 Cent is he's very funny, very entertaining. And if you cross him once or you do something wrong unto him a couple times, or not even that, but he will let you know exactly how he feels. He does not take or not hold any punches. He trolls Diddy. He trolls Lil Meech from BMF. He trolls Vivica A. Fox all the time. He'll give it to you. So I don't understand why she would even kind of hurt. I would say Ja Rule as well. Even Irv Gotti passed away, and 50 Cent is still beefing with people like that. So you know
how y'all New York cast is. Y'all don't let nothing go.
At all. The beef is forever. It'd be like that. But that's the thing. Again, if Vivica A. Fox truly is securing herself and loves herself that much, she needs to understand that, hey, I was not the woman, or I'm a different woman than I was 20-something years ago. I need someone else that is more mature, more understanding.
I think they should get back together and do a reality show.
Never. No.
Vivica and 50.
What would they title it? That's when the cricket noise was supposed to come.
I don't know. I don't know what the title of it would be.
No, again, this is
Circle the Block.
Spin the Block?
Spin the Block,
or
yeah.
Part 2, something?
Part 2, yeah.
Many Men?
No, I don't know, man. I hope that Vivica Fox...
21 questions.
I hope that she finds love one day. Again, for anybody out there, there's no reason to keep harping on what was and what didn't work out. There's always a fresh start ahead, no matter where you are in life or what you see going on.
This leads me to my question of the day.
Okay.
Would you allow your ex to stay in contact? No. Would you allow your current girl to have a relationship or like some kind of friendship with her ex?
Dead in the water. I could never.
What if they tried it out, it didn't work, but they became friends?
That's a shoulder to cry on is a to ride on. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to end it like that.
Here we go. All right, well, thank you, GB.
As always.
For coming through with the Pop Culture Report. When we come back, Truth Nation, we're going to open up the lines. Stay locked in.
Tune into the award-winning 1017 The Truth's Potawatomi Casino Hotel Heart of Canal Street Spotlight this Wednesday at 3:57 p.m. between the Tory Lowe Show and Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris. We will be speaking with Dr. Tiffany Tardy from Pearls for Teen Girls, an organization empowering girls in 5th through 12th grade across the Milwaukee area to lead the lives they deserve. Again, that is the Potawatomi Casino Hotel Heart of Canal Street Spotlight this Wednesday with Pearls for Teen Girls at 3:57 p.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
It's a big week for Educators Credit Union during College Scholarship Month on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. They will highlight the $70,000 in scholarships Educators Credit Union gives to 35 outstanding high school seniors in southeastern Wisconsin. We will also discuss their useful college planning resource tool, which can be found on the Educators Credit Union website. Educators Credit Union, achieving more together. For more information, visit ecu.com. Where strong voices meet strong opinions.
Tell your kids who were supposed to be the 7th generation that Paw Paw's an idiot because Paw Paw decided he wanted to be Make America Great, but meanwhile, the Chinese ain't buying soybeans from us no more because of policies Donald Trump put in, and they voted for us. You know, I don't know what we're gonna do. I know what you should have did. You should have voted for somebody that wasn't gonna put tariffs out there. I love God, but God can't save you from nonsense. You don't deserve a bailout. You can't sit here and vote one way, and then when your economy gets decimated, your way of life gets destroyed, you want to pray to God? God didn't tell you to go to that poll and vote against your own best interest. That was your own damn problem. That was you. But don't ask for prayer when you block your own blessing. That's why I don't feel bad for these farmers. You voted for this, and now you reap what you sow.
Truth to Power with Kyle Wallace, every weekday from 12 to 1. Streaming live on YouTube and on 1017 The Truth.
Metastatic breast cancer, or stage 4 breast cancer, happens when cancer spreads beyond the breast to other parts of the body. About 168,000 women are living with it today, with Black women at a higher risk due to various factors. Research has led to treatments that help manage the disease and improve quality of life. The Everyday Counts study explores how nutrition and exercise coaching can support women with metastatic breast cancer. To learn more about the Everyday Counts study in Milwaukee, call 414-955-8819 or email edc@mcw.edu. If you or someone you know has stage 4 breast cancer, please encourage them to call and enroll in this valuable study. Again, call 414-955-8819 or email edc@mcw.edu.
All of your favorite 1017 The Truth content whenever you want. The Truth app has it all. The Truth is on 1017 and 1510 WGKB Waukesha, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice Wisconsin, The Truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, The Truth, from 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 1017 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the second hour of the Tory Lowe Show. And I got a question, Truth Nation. You know, This was my question of the day. Would you allow your current partner or a partner to have a friendship or stay in contact or have some kind of connection with an ex? And I'll tell you this, I wouldn't mind it. I'm not that insecure because ain't nobody gonna love you like me. I'll say that. You know, hey, you can mess it up because then I can get in the space because you can't make nobody stop. That's my opinion. They just gonna do it when you ain't around. People do what they want to do, and the harsh thing is once you find out that it wasn't you that they wanted to do, then you're gonna have an attitude problem. Okay, so if they talking to somebody and they got a connection, they may put it to the side because you making a fuss about it. But that's my question of the day. All right, would you allow, or have you had a situation where somebody you was with was still in contact with the ex? Now I can see if they got a child together because you gotta, if you get somebody with a child that has kids, they got a co-parent. They got a co-parent, so you know, what you gonna say? You can't say anything because they gotta have some contact. All I'm saying is it depends on the person. Now, 833-212-1017, talk to text. 833-212-1017. If you might be in a relationship. You might be around somebody that you love and they still have some communication with the ex. You may have had an ex, allowed her to be in contact with the ex, and then when y'all broke up, they got back with the ex. I don't know. Damn. My ex is cool with her ex still. This is what Zech Touché is saying in the chat. My ex was cool with her ex. Was cool with her ex still. I don't mind till I find out they was still linking up. But I was still linking up with my ex too. So it was a clean wash. Oh, LOL. Hey, you know, I saw a video where a guy and his girlfriend was in the car. And she was like, hey, me and my ex been through a lot of history. And even though I moved on, I'm not just going to toss that history aside for the new boyfriend. I mean, are people allowed to keep a piece of their history? You got to realize this person is a part of their history. 833-212-1017. Maybe you're not mature enough for it. Maybe you still got things to work on. Maybe you're not mature enough to trust. 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. Or hit us up in the chat. Somebody hit us up in the chat. Josh says, I don't mind it either. Cheaters gonna cheat no matter who they are. We got Miss Carolyn. How you doing, Miss Carolyn?
I'm doing fine. How you doing today, Tory?
Blessings. Now, you know, people have past history. You know, they dated other people. And, you know, when they get in a relationship and all of a sudden they move on, but they still keep that connection with maybe they spent a couple years together, maybe they got a child together. I don't know, but should somebody be upset because the person is still in contact with the ex?
No, because it depends on their maturity level and stuff, because I'm in contact with a lot of my exes and stuff. That don't mean I'm going to go back with them. It just depends on their maturity level.
Right. And some people are insecure, though. They don't. I don't want you talking to them.
No, when you develop some kind of relationships and stuff, they fall apart. You try to forbid somebody, especially a grown person, not to do something. Yeah, That's not going to work.
Oh, it ain't going to work.
They're going to stick behind your back. They're going to stick behind your back and do it anyway, especially if that person and that other person are truly friends. Yeah, they're still going to communicate. So
I say it ain't nothing you can do about it.
I agree. And if you jealous about it and stuff, then, hey, you need to get your maturity level up to speed, or the person ain't the right person for you.
I agree, Miss Carolyn, because this is a situation where you see people dating. If you're not the first person, like the high school sweetheart, and it's later on in their life, they may have made a bond with some of these people that they done been with. And now here you come, you trying to run a clean slate. You might have a harsh reality coming. You might have a rude awakening coming, because I learned in my journey, never tell somebody what not to do. If you tell them what not to do, there's a high chance that they're going to do the opposite. 833-212-1017. Will you allow your current partner to stay in contact or have a friendship or stay connected with the ex? And even if you say no, you got Facebook, you got Instagram, you got TikTok. They all got Messenger. They all got, you can send people messages. You can send them little flowers, little memes. I mean, they could be memeing each other. You don't even know. Andrew, what do you think about this, Andrew?
How connected are we talking here?
No, we don't know, because you weren't there.
If we're talking like...
You don't know how passionate it was.
We live in Milwaukee. They live in, let's say, Atlanta. Am I that worried? No. I live in Milwaukee. They live in Chicago? Okay, now we got a different conversation.
So you're saying if it's close quarters?
Yeah. And how close their quarters were?
I wouldn't know. Well, I'll say this. You really won't know the full truth of that relationship. Now, if you're talking about if there's some distance, okay, well, if it's mental, there almost is no distance. It's like if she's mentally connected or he's mentally connected, it doesn't matter what the distance is.
The other thing is, if we're talking marriage or we're talking just like I'm dating somebody. Because like if it's marriage, I got a whole different answer for you.
Okay, you finna marry. You finna get married. What is your answer to marriage?
If we're getting married, I'm not trying to see any of those exes, fiance, ex-fiancés, ex-high school boyfriends. I'm not trying to see any of them at the reception.
So they don't have to come to the wedding, but after y'all get off the honeymoon, they can go back to normal.
I just don't want to know about it.
So you don't want her to tell you about them?
I don't want to hear about Mark and Steve that you knew in high school. I don't want to hear about Tory, who you knew at your grad program. I don't want to hear about any of that.
Okay, well, like I said, it depends on the level of maturity, because I found out that whatever you don't like about somebody and you tell them, hey, don't do that, and when it comes back full circle, it's going to be that.
I don't think it's that much of an ask either, Tory.
All right. Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't care. You know, I've learned that I got stuff to do. I ain't got time to be, if we together, we together. If we not, we not. But I ain't got time for all of that. I ain't got my brain capacity. I ain't got time. I got stuff that I'm doing, that I'm building on, that I'm working on, that I don't have the brain capacity to be thinking about stuff like that. So if you doing that stuff, and if it's on the, if it's extra, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
You're a more mature man than I am.
Hey, don't worry about it. Hey, look, when we come back, I want to get into this story. Car slams into one of the buses out here. Here we go with another reckless driving situation. I want to talk about this. Truth Nation say locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. It's College Month on the award-winning 1017 The Truth, and we want to help your young scholar get those free scholarship dollars. All month long, we'll be highlighting local organizations who help students find thousands of dollars in scholarships each year. So be sure to tune in to 1017 The Truth's College Month so you can learn how your scholar can get those scholarship dollars. College Month on The Truth is sponsored by Marquette University and Educators Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA.
Your home has been working hard for you. Now it's time to let it work a little harder. With a home equity line of credit from Brewery Credit Union, you can turn the equity you've built into smart solutions. Pay off high-interest debt, remodel your kitchen, or take care of life's unexpected expenses with flexible access to funds when you need them. Apply today and put your home's value to work for you. Visit brewerycu.com or stop by Brewery Credit Union. Equal housing lender. Federally insured by NCUA.
There's nothing like Milwaukee Bucks basketball at Fiserv Forum. The dunks, the defense, the roar of 17,000 fans. It's even better when you're with friends or family. From jaw-dropping plays to buzzer-beating threes, every game is packed with unforgettable moments that you'll get to share together. So gather your crew and get your single game tickets today at bucks.com/single. That's bucks.com/single.
It's 1017 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Gina Della and her team at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin always have the winning game plan. Check out the championship caliber play call this month. A whole house of beautiful, new, energy-efficient Pella windows for as low as $297 a month, and get this, 0% interest for up to 6 years. That's like running a drive that keeps moving the chains with no penalties and no interest. And I can tell you from my experience, Pella windows actually stop the drafts. You'll stay comfortable no matter how cold it gets outside. Think about it. Energy savings, comfort, and a great monthly payment you can actually manage. That's why I trust Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and why this is the right time to make your move. Call today and schedule your free consultation at PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions apply. Ends 11/30 of 2025.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app at 1017thetruth.com.
The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. It's Veterans Day. Salute to all the veterans out there making a difference. All the black veterans, my uncles that went to the Army, everybody, relative, family member that went out there and put their life on the line for the country. It's Veterans Day. Salute, salute, salute. I seen somebody in the chat say that they were a descendant of a Buffalo soldier. Salute. Who was that? We go to Granny. A descendant of a Buffalo soldier. Salute. They go on to say, today's Veterans Day. I'm a descendant of a Buffalo soldier. Acknowledge black vets. Salute to all the black veterans. Salute to the family of Corey Adams, too. For those that have been listening to the Tory Lowe Show for a long time, we had talked about green alerts for missing veterans, and that came from me working with the family of Corey Adams, who went missing, who was a veteran, and he didn't get the help when he went missing. So salute to the Corey Adams family. Now we have worked to have green alerts in the state of Wisconsin, signed by Scott Walker, that if the veteran goes missing, we get green alerts. And now they're trying to put it in all 50 states. So that started right here in Milwaukee, right here due to the activism that's going on, the advocacy that's going on right here in the city of Milwaukee. And salute to the family of Corey Adams for all of the hard work that they have been doing over the years, and all the veterans that are out here that have stood on the front lines. I want to get to this story. Car slams into MCTS bus, the Milwaukee County Transit bus. If you're watching as we broadcast live, we got video footage of this. Let's listen.
What? It's the kind of video that will make you take pause.
That's crazy. That's beyond crazy.
A speeding car slamming into a Milwaukee County Transit bus near 91st and Bradley.
Step on the gas, pedal to the metal, but hey, they don't know. They put their own life in jeopardy.
Milwaukee police say officers tried pulling over the 15-year-old driver on October 23rd. Just moments before this. Instead of stopping, the driver sped off during the evening rush in what was later determined to be a stolen car. Video from on board the bus shows the car weaving through 2 lanes, headed southbound over railroad tracks and directly into the back of the bus.
You shouldn't be driving, let alone stealing people's cars and wrecking them on top of that.
Police say no one on the bus was hurt, but the teen was taken to the hospital.
I see a lot of accidents every day. I see a lot of people riding fast.
LaRon Swift is a driver for a service that helps people like the elderly get around the area. He's seen it all on the roads.
It's definitely crazy over here.
People in Milwaukee say they've become used to the recklessness on the streets, and they're tired of it.
I just hope people get common sense. Like, come on now, like, we know better.
That's that Grand Theft Auto. I think that they need to implement driver's ed back into the schools. I remember when we was coming up, we had driver's ed. I couldn't wait to take driver's ed when I was a kid. It was right in the schools. They had the simulations right in the school. And once driver's ed was removed from out of school, I think they was trying to put driver's ed back in the schools. I don't know how far they got with that, but a lot of these kids is sitting on these video games, simulating driving and Grand Theft Auto, and they driving on the grass. The police get behind them. They think it's a video game. I'm gonna move on. That's been going on all year. I think I'm reckless droving out.
15-year-old?
Yeah, 15 years old. Putting his life at risk, putting other people's life at risk. Stolen vehicle. And it's just a sad thing to see how many of these incidents that we've seen over the last year.
But you think driver's ed would fix that?
Well, I mean, if you can get them early, yeah. I mean, I think that when you take away something, something else fills the spot. Okay, I think that when you remove something, the energy is still there. So where does it go? If you take out something or take away something, you have to replace it with something. Yeah, I do. But it's probably too late for those that missed that window. Now they out here, it's the damage is already done, so now they are coming up with more penalties for reckless driving. And we talked about that the other day with the OWI, driving while intoxicated. I thought that should all be thrown in there with a little bit extra, because you're drinking and driving. I think they should get all the same penalties as a reckless driver, and as they should get hit with the combo. Bruce says, Tory, get one of those reckless drivers on the show. I should. I tried to. I brought a mother in that said that their kid was out here acting a certain way. And, we don't have he didn't have a video, but we definitely had moms on the show trying to tell the community that their kid was out here acting reckless and be careful. So.
See, what makes me nervous is now that it's getting icy too. So you have reckless driving plus ice.
Mm-hmm. What you mean ice?
Well, like I'm saying, like icy roads.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's bad when it's wintertime and they out here reckless driving because but we Wisconsinites, we drive in the snow. We got to go to work in it. So I think that when we look at snow on the ground, we don't think about it. I'll be amazed sometimes that I actually drive when it's snowing outside and we driving on the highway like at about 55 and we may hit some black ice under the bridge or something, but we don't think about it. We just drive and, we don't, in Wisconsin, when it snow in Texas somewhere, it's all kinds of accidents going on. They don't know how to drive in the snow. But that's the one thing that we do know how to do in Wisconsin is drive in the snow. There's another family that's asking for justice from a hit and run. They're waiting to receive justice. I want to talk about this. I was trying to get to this story yesterday. Milwaukee hit and run. The guy had a revoked driver's license, and he keeps driving. This is a story that I was trying to get to yesterday, but I want to bring this to the forefront. This year's been full of ideas when it comes to reckless driving, and people want justice. And I'll tell you this, I've been called to a couple situations where we had to track some of these people down too. So if you're watching this, we broadcast live. We got some audio on this. Let's listen.
Why you got your bitch in my face?
Quinton Ward was 27 when prosecutors say he plowed his maroon Acura TL into a woman trying to cross Lincoln Avenue.
I just feel like everything's upside down.
They got the video.
I don't know how to get it upright again.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't got license. My is suspended.
He turned 30 this year.
3 years. You're still driving?
But that doesn't mean he's grown up.
You get on my face.
I'm in a public hallway.
You get on my face. Come a little closer.
I'm in a public hallway. Are you threatening me?
In fact, ever since that crash, he's been caught behind the wheel time and time again, always with an excuse.
I'm in a rush. I'm trying to get to my grandma so I can take her to the hospital. I'm on my way to see my grandma in the hospital. I just picked my uncle up from the hospital.
Never with a license.
You have a driver's license on you? I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you, sir. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to bullshit you. I'm not going to even bullshit you around. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't got no license.
I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't think people like that.
But every time he gets stopped,
you know that you can't drive. Your licenses are revoked, not suspended.
Police let him go.
And he's got an open felony case for hit and run involving great bodily harm.
That's good.
Last year, Kenosha County deputies tried to find a reason to arrest him.
I can't find any bond conditions for him.
But they couldn't, because the judge who set his bail never made no more driving a condition of his release.
Milwaukee County.
And in Wisconsin, driving while revoked is not a crime, no matter how many times you get caught.
I'm just disappointed that it's not done with.
On Friday, Tina Firetag came to court, ready to finally put this behind her.
Are the parties prepared to go forward? We are not, Your Honor.
Only to have the rug pulled out from under her.
Unfortunately, we're back to square one, you know.
All over again.
I was hoping we were crossing the finish line. Unfortunately, we haven't even started the race now.
Just be careful, be mindful, all right? We don't want anybody to get hurt this out. I just got to work on it. Have a good one, boss. Take it easy.
So why am I getting the license then? If this, wait a minute, hold on. Let me back this up. So you telling me that you got a revoked license, you could drive, they can't, it's not illegal. What I got this thing in my pocket for? If this guy's out here running folks over, they letting him go, he don't care, and I'm going by the book. I ain't had no accidents, and this guy is on revoked, and they just keep, hey, don't worry about it. Just make sure you don't hit somebody today, I guess. See you later. What? Now, look, I'll say this. I don't know. Look up the revoke laws. Is it against the law? Because some people say they got the right to travel. I've seen videos, yeah, that say that really the license is for like commercial driving. This is what, you know, this is what some people, they make these videos, and if this is the case, that it's no law against people driving revoked, okay.
So it looks like if you have 4 OWIs or higher in Wisconsin, your driving privileges are revoked for life.
Okay, I'm talking about no OWI. This guy don't have an OWI. He just don't have his license. He just doesn't even have a license. And he's driving and they continue to let him drive. What's that? Somebody hit me up in the chat. Somebody let me know what's going on with this. How many of y'all driving around with revoked licenses and they just make sure you don't hit nobody, I guess. I don't know. And letting them go. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more conversation, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
We believe that self-care isn't selfish. I'm Maddie from Sweet Talks, a women-owned and operated medical spa fostering self-love and confidence. We believe that beauty is about feeling empowered from within, and it's truly a passion for our team at Sweet Talks. Your goals are our goals. Our services go beyond injectables, including facials, lasers, medical weight loss, hormone therapy, and more. There's even a cafe, complimentary to all patients. Get started today at Sweet Talks in Menominee Falls. Learn more at sweettalks.com.
How much does it cost to talk to Gruber Law Offices after a serious crash? It's free. Yes, free. As in, it won't cost you anything to speak with us. Not sure if you have a case? Call our team at Gruber Law Offices today. Your first call and your first consultation are always free. And you'll never pay us a fee until we win your case. If you've been seriously injured, call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Today's College Month Spotlight is brought to you by Marquette University, and now I am so excited to be joined by Kennedy Luckett, a sophomore at Marquette University who is the first recipient of the prestigious Way Scholars Program. Let's get right into it, though, Kennedy. You are the first ever Way Scholar. Can you talk about your whole experience of getting that award on live TV on the Today Show?
It was a surprise, like it was supposed to be. I didn't know what was going on or what I was being necessarily interviewed for.
Oh.
I got told like I was moving to the next round, did like an on-screen interview, which they liked that too. And then they were like, okay, hey. And then they flew me out to New York. They told me D Wade was there, but like I wasn't going to be able to meet him. So I was like, oh, okay. And then I come out behind the stage and he's saying my name sitting on the couch. And I was like, oh, I was tricked. I am going to meet him. That was super cool. And then I was presented with the award. So that was super cool.
That is very, very cool. Now, Kennedy, what makes Marquette so fun and appealing to you?
The community and the different things that I'm able to do. And also, like I said, like walking around campus, that's always just the best part for me. I'm a part of the Marquette Filmmakers Club, so they just make student films and stuff like that. I'm also a part of The Wire now. I'm in the process of creating my own TV show, so that's super fun.
Love that.
That's actually super exciting. You can do what you want there. If you ask somebody, you can do it.
Now, how has Marquette prepared you for your future?
Marquette has given me the opportunity to do the things I want to do, career focus. So I am double majoring in psychology and digital media. So right now I'm in a research program. Marquette gave me all the information before I even accepted my admissions about research opportunities I could do. So I hopped on that my first year. Also, with making this TV show, I want to be a showrunner and a director. I'm getting experience with all the stuff I want to do now. So by the time I'm graduated, I have some really nice footing to be able to do what I want to do.
This Associated Bank Sports Center update on 1017 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Andrew Zimmel. The Green Bay Packers lost on Monday Night Football to the Philadelphia Eagles 10-7. Head coach Matt LaFleur and his team's mindset going forward.
The reality is we're 5-2-1 with 10 games remaining and everything right out in front of us.
The Packers travel to take on the New York Giants for a noon kickoff on Sunday. And the Milwaukee Bucks were able to hold off the Dallas Mavericks Monday night, winning 116-114. Giannis Antetokounmpo was the game leader with 30 points. But the story of the night was guard Ryan Rollins, who finished with 13 points, including a layup to go ahead with 13 seconds remaining. Head coach Doc Rivers on Rollins.
You know, he's still young, but kid is tough. You know, and he's coachable, and he's probably the hardest worker on our team.
The Bucks continue their road trip against the Charlotte Hornets tomorrow. Tip-off is at 6 p.m. This True Sports Update was brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams, member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Seven The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Hey, Truth Nation. Looking for a delicious meal without breaking the bank? Cousin Subs, as you covered, their $10 meal deal gives you a 7.5-inch ham and provolone, turkey breast, or veggie sub piled high with fresh hand-sliced ingredients, crisp veggies, and all your favorite toppings. Add a bag of chips and regular fry, a fountain drink, and a cookie for just $10. This deal is available online or through the Cousins app. And you can enjoy your meal at home, work, or delivered straight to your door, hot and fresh. Cousin Subs, we believe in better. Available at participating locations. Hey, I can't wait to get my $10 meal deal this weekend. It's getting cold outside. It is getting extremely cold. I seen GP come in with his sweater. I'm out. I had a scarf on earlier. I'm wearing a scarf right now. Hey, but I want to get to this story where a teen was assaulted at a kid's Foot Locker after getting roasted over a declined card. A woman injures a teen after they start roasting her at the kid's Foot Locker over her card declining. This story is wild if you watch it as we broadcast live. What is going on? I mean, like, she could have left. Card got declined, and you know what? Okay, let me move on. But now she facing charges. If you watching as we broadcast live, let's listen.
Did get stabbed 4 times. I have a punctured lung right now.
In the hospital for who knows how long, and all for what? Sanaya Jenkins stabbed at Kids Foot Locker.
I think it was unfair to me to get stabbed.
Sanaya tells us she was walking by the sneaker store at Southland Mall in Taylor Wednesday and heard yelling at their register. Inside, a 40-year-old woman's credit card was declined. Sanaya says she looked in, then the woman snapped at her.
As the argument got verbal, she put her hand in her purse and proceeded to tell me she was going to shoot me.
Instead, pulling out a kitchen knife and stabbing Sanaya twice in the neck, once in the stomach and thigh.
I did not see or even know I was stabbed until after the physical altercation.
Oh, wow. This is wild. This is wild, Truth Nation. Now, so, you standing in line, and kid, this is a team. This is a team. The card get declined, and then the team probably start roasting her. I don't know what she could have said that could have made her this upset, but then she begins to assault the team. This is a young girl. I'm telling you, every day I get on this show and tell you to be careful and not get out here and be negative and have negative conversation with people, because look what happened to this team. And we roast people. I remember, but I roast my friends. If we ain't friends, I'm not roasting you, because I don't know what you're able to tolerate. I don't know. But obviously in this situation, this woman was hurt because her card declined. I don't know what she could have said. What kind of joke could she have said about the card declining that would make somebody throw away their freedom? Yeah, because you got assault on a child with a deadly weapon. You got all these charges now. Oh, somebody, Minister Kevin says he probably called her Brokey. I don't know. Okay, but is that enough reason to go to prison?
No.
Now you in court. Now you in jail. And now you just threw your life away at the kids' Foot Locker. And it's been plenty stories where people are throwing their life away over goods and service. For fast food? Are you that obsessed with the materialism? Or, this just doesn't make sense. I mean, I'm going to leave. I'm going to take it under the chin, and I'm going to walk out. It ain't like I done been in situations where my card declined. I mean, somebody was probably standing behind me like, hey, get out the way so I can get my meal or get out the way so I can purchase my items. But it's all this year. Now, I got to say this. All this year, there's been stories of people that's just throwing their life away for little to no reason at all. What is that? Why do y'all think that is, Truth Nation? Somebody come in the chat. Somebody tell me in the chat why you feel people are willing to throw their life away over situations that you would have thought, okay, wasn't a big deal. Josh in the chat says, this is why you can't fight nobody these days. Maurice in the chat says, people are just catching charges left and right. Is there is there like a party going to jail? This makes no sense. And I'll say this. This is why I asked the question of the day, because somebody might be getting, might get into a situation where they may throw their whole life away because somebody's still in contact or have a friendship or relationship with their ex. Damn. That's the question of the day, too. I think the question of the day is kind of bothering here in some of these responses. Like Andrew's. Like Andrew's response. He don't want his girlfriend exes to be hanging around, especially at the wedding. I mean, I'm hoping that they don't come to the wedding. But he don't like it. He don't want her to have no contact with the people that was before him. Minister Kevin in the chat. Salute to Minister Kevin. But when you talk about having emotional intelligence, it seems like emotional intelligence then went out the window. And now people are just moving on impulse and throwing their whole life away. I think I saw a stream where DDG was doing Blueface. I guess Blueface is out, and I don't even want to play the song he released. It's trash. I don't see how people listening to music nowadays. Now I see why hip-hop fell out the top 40. With this Blueface record, I see why hip-hop fell out the top 40. Because these folks ain't even making music no more. I don't even know what this is. But at the end of the day, I think they're trying to make it to where people are so emotionally impulsive that you're throwing everything away, filling up the private prison system. This is what I'm seeing. Filling up the private jails. How many situations we had like this where, since you've been producing, Andrew, where people are just doing the most ridiculous things? We had the woman that threw the coffee on the woman at McDonald's because she couldn't get her order straight. Threw the hot coffee on the manager. We had the 10-piece wing where the woman hunted down the DoorDash driver for the 10-piece wing. And now, I mean, and ain't no telling, I might be forgetting something.
We had the guy who stabbed his pizza delivery driver.
Yeah, that's right. He stabbed the pizza delivery driver. And then we got this. At Kids Foot Locker. This is in the last couple weeks. Y'all better slow down. Y'all need to hit the brakes. I tell y'all, this is why I wrote. Y'all got to practice being calm. Y'all got to practice being a resource. I'm finna run the break. I hope that we can get through this next, year? We got, how many? We got, a month and a half left.
We got like 10 weeks.
We got 10 weeks left to this year. Let's hope that we can stop having these stories of people freaking out at the fast food restaurant, at Foot Locker. It stabbed the man in the neck, stabbed the man over the pepperoni. They just stabbed the man over the pepperoni. One that got shot the cashier over the pepperoni. Maurice in the chat. Oh, wow. When we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversations. Stay locked in.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
This season, the Bucks are going for it all.
A game
winner for the Greek Freak. Go inside the team's pursuit of a championship on Locked In, the new season of the Behind the Bucks podcast, narrated by Bucks legend Marcus Johnson. Hear from the team stars on why they think they can make history. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker, and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
It's 1017 The Truth. Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Gina Della and her team at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin always have the winning game plan. Check out the championship caliber play call this month. A whole house of beautiful, new, energy-efficient Pella windows for as low as $297 a month, and get this, 0% interest for up to 6 years. That's like running a drive that keeps moving the chains with no penalties and no interest. And I can tell you from my experience, Pella windows actually stop the drafts. You'll stay comfortable no matter how cold it gets outside. Think about it. Energy savings, comfort, and a great monthly payment you can actually manage. That's why I trust Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and why this is the right time to make your move. Call today and schedule your free consultation at PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions apply. Ends 11/30 of 2025.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are much closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Milwaukee College Prep, we believe brilliance lives in every child. Here, students are challenged, supported, and celebrated every single day. With small class sizes, dedicated teachers, and a proven track record of academic excellence, MCP is helping Milwaukee kids reach their fullest potential. Enrollment is still open for grades K-3 through 8. Spaces are limited. Apply today. Give your child a school where they'll thrive. Visit mkeprep.com or call today. Milwaukee College Prep, brilliance lives here.
Students learn best when they can put their knowledge into action. JA's Stock Market Challenge teaches high school students how to analyze stocks and how current events impact value. Thanks to RSM, our partner that makes this program possible. It's just one of many ways JA brings learning to life. To learn more, visit wisconsin.ja.org.
Join Marketplace Wisconsin on December 10th and 11th, where contract-ready small businesses meet buyers, partners, and mentors. Register now at marketplacewisconsin.com. That's marketplacewisconsin.com.
For general contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app at 1017thetruth.com.
Seven The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. What's going on with the poll? We got the poll in the chat. Would you allow your current partner to have a friendship or stay in contact with an ex? We got the poll. We got some results in. We got yes at 28%. 28% of the people in the chat are saying that they wouldn't mind if their ex, their partner, had a friendship or stayed in contact with the ex, but 72% says no. They don't want their partner to have a friendship or stay connected with an ex. 833-212-1017. That's the question of the day. Would you allow the person that you with, the love of your life, to hang out with the ex-lover of their life? I mean, it is what it is. It was. That was
ex-lover of their life?
Yeah, it was an ex-lover of their life. That's what happened. You can't prevent nothing that already took place.
Can try.
And like Mariah Carey was saying, I always love you. Or was that Whitney Houston?
That was Whitney, I think.
Okay, one of them. It was one of them. I think I think Mariah got one too similar to that one. But what I'm saying is, this is a part of their history.
So let's leave it there.
No, they may have, like, you know, they know the family. That this ex might have gotten close to the family before you came along. And they might be mama's favorite. They might be mama's favorite. You know, you may not understand. When you wasn't there first. They got there first. And you know the family got their favorite. You may not be the favorite. Some of y'all is just not the favorite.
You're making me mad.
Look, hold on. Look, let me tell you something. If they didn't introduce an ex to the family already, and things don't work out, people understand things don't work out. But sometimes that person's still the favorite. They were more charming. They was probably more active with the family, and then all of a sudden it didn't work out. Now here you come. And some of y'all in relationships right now where you're not the favorite. Y'all mad because the ex may have been a little bit more involved than you think. But I want to know, 833-212-1017. Did you find out you wasn't the ex that, you know, you was in a relationship and the ex was the favorite? You know, the mama he still called the mama on the birthday. Hey, you might not want her to talk to the ex or him to talk to the ex, but they folks might still be kicking it with him. We got Brother Love on the lines. Brother Love. How you doing, brother?
Yeah, man. Hey, how's it going? How's it going?
Have you ever been in a relationship where you allowed the person that you was with to talk or have a friendship or continue to have contact with the ex?
Yes, Tory, I have a little story.
Here we go.
I have a little story. I had me and the brothers was together. We was like, okay, let's have a Bible study. So one of the sisters was like, okay, we can have it over my new house, and we had it in her. They was like, let's meet over her house in the basement. So I get over there, and it's my ex.
What?
I'm like, oh my God, yes, Tory. We was talking about love, the Lord, and miracles. Do you believe in miracles that God can perform, and the love that He can produce in the heart, and oh my God, so much stuff, Tory. So we had a beautiful time. So I didn't know she was married, so I ended up leaving.
Here we go.
I ended up leaving, and then the spirit, my phone was dead, so the spirit said, call her back. And I called her back, and she said, brother, come back. The Lord said He's going to heal you. He's going to heal you with my hands and my head. And I went back, Tory, to her house, and we made passionate love on her floor.
Oh, wow. With the ex. Brother Love. Oh, wow.
Hello?
Yeah, I mean, so what?
Yes.
And she called you?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I ended up going back, and then, and then one of the sisters told her, one of the sisters knew, she's like, why don't you tell her husband and tell the pastor? I was like, no, I'm going to the grave with this one, and we did it about 3-4 more other times after that, and then we moved on.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
And this,
wow. So the moral of the story, go ahead.
Go right ahead. I'm gonna let this finish out.
Yes, so the moral of the story is that I do believe in miracles. I mean, she laid her hands on my thigh, and and she touched my cheek.
Oh wow! This the church folks. This the church people. They were supposed to have Bible study. And all this thing went down. Oh, my goodness.
I can't even trust her going to Bible study, Tory.
Oh, my goodness. They met the ex at the Bible study, and the rest was history.
I'm mad at somebody who doesn't even exist, Tory.
What the poll saying? I'm seeing the numbers change up. Would you allow your current partner to have a friendship or stay in contact with an ex? It has shifted. Yes, at 31%. No, at 69%. Josh in the chat says the church Folks, that's the worst, folks. Brother love is not right. Brother love, you got to resist temptation now. You got to hold back on the temptation now. Maybe if she was in a separation. Maybe she was in a separation. Maybe he didn't say if she was separate or not. If they was going through a divorce or something like that. Maybe they was living in two different houses. I don't know. Marie says, God was watching you, Brother Love. Brother Love Stick. There we go. What is going on? What? You know what? Let me get to one of these stories. Let me get to this story. There was a child. There was a child that was found unresponsive. I saw this, and this is one of the things, like somebody said, how many children have gotten into bad situations this year? And here we go with a story that a Milwaukee child was found unresponsive, and we got video on this. We got some footage on this if you're watching as we broadcast live. Let's listen.
A heartbreaking discovery in Milwaukee. Aquarius Berry, just 3 years old. He's the boy police say they found unresponsive Thursday morning near 29th and Concordia. They also say that boy later died at the hospital.
When the neighbor across the street told me that it was the little boy that died.
We briefly spoke with a woman who told us she's the child's mother. She shared these pictures of him, but didn't want to speak on camera. While investigators say they're still looking into the cause of death, the report from the Milwaukee County Medical Examiner's Office lists the preliminary manner of death as homicide.
Oh,
wow. No? Homicide? Oh, wow.
A 3-year-old.
In my neighborhood, right across the street. That's not right, man.
But police say they're not going with that just yet. And as for the woman who says Barry is her son, she tells Fox 6 police searched her home Thursday after his death.
Never seen him outside. Every time I see him, he was in his mother's arms.
All right. So once again, we coming down to the end of the year, and we have another child in the city of Milwaukee found unresponsive in the community. And I'll say this, we have multiple homicides with children this year. At some point, like I said, that's why I started to show off. I need us to get a little bit more geared toward being about that action. And when I read off some of these things that that's why I got to go back and reflect on the list that I put together of things that I need Truth Nation to do. Because we can sit back and allow things to happen, or we can take action. And like I said, number one, we got to be about that action. We got to start being in our neighborhoods, in our communities, being about that action, checking on, at least the women and the children. If we can do that, because 70% of the broken families are single families and women and children. So let's be about that action going into 2026. And I'm not talking about being in folk business. Sometimes y'all think being a neighbor meaning being in folk business. No, it's just, hey, how y'all doing? Is there anything y'all need? And connecting families with resources. It's a lot of nonprofits in the city of Milwaukee that would love for you to connect, because you're the first person to see it. As a neighbor, as a community member, you may see it before anybody. And you can go up to the situation and say, hey, look, let me connect you with some resources. Let's be about that action. And be more resourceful. That's number 2. Be more resourceful to the community. Number 3, let's do call to actions. Let's come out to the call to actions coming up this year in 2026. Put that on the calendar. And do not allow harm to innocent life. That's the one that I want us to really focus on, because a lot of y'all will say, well, since it ain't me or nobody in my family or nobody I know, I'm going to sit back. And I keep seeing people time and time again, soon as it happened to them, they want the whole community to come out. So let everybody start coming out for call to actions. Everybody do a little, Nobody ain't got to do a lot. And my project, the Cuckoo Cow, my project, I need everybody to finally start a family business. Everybody get together, come up with a family plan, and start a family business in 2026. We might have to work on that because we're gonna have the resources. We're gonna bring people to help you with the business. I know a lot of people that would love to help, but you got to start it. You got to come up with the idea, and then we can start working from there. How about that? Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more discussion. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Milwaukee Panthers hit the road for a big matchup this Wednesday as they travel to Big Ten country to take on the Indiana Hoosiers.
Intercepted by Franklin. Hubbard 1-on-2 into the paint. Left hand floater is pure and he tumbles to the ground. Hubbard left wing. Buries the three. 24-19.
Scott Warris has the coverage Wednesday starting at 5:30 on 101.7 The Truth and the Milwaukee Panthers Sports Network from Learfield. Tip-off happens at 6 o'clock. Need a way to hype up your day?
This is Lorenzo.
Lorenzo! You just won $5,000!
What would you do with $5,000?
That's free for a couple months.
Yes!
There you go.
Yes. God just made me happy.
Stay tuned into 101.7 The Truth for your chance to be entered into the Gruber Law Office's 5K giveaway. For contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
Can we hold something?
I'll holler back at y'all.
The Humane Animal Welfare Society, HAWS, believes in keeping pets healthy and families together. No one should have to choose between rent and veterinary care. The Wellness Clinic at Hawes Animal Shelter in Waukesha offers important basics of dog and cat care to our community. Pet owners can schedule general exams, sick visits, receive vaccinations, even get preventatives and nail trims. Appointments are available weekdays and can be scheduled by calling 262-542-8852. Contact Hawes of Waukesha today for your pet's care. Ready to hit the road in your new car? At Brewery Credit Union, we make it easy with affordable payment options on auto loans designed to fit your budget. Whether it's a brand new ride or the perfect used vehicle, we'll help you get behind the wheel faster. With flexible terms, quick approvals, and personalized service you can trust. Don't wait. Start your journey today. Apply online at brewerycu.com or visit us at Brewery Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA.
Metastatic breast cancer, or stage 4 breast cancer, happens when cancer spreads beyond the breast to other parts of the body. About 168,000 women are living with it today, with Black women at a higher risk due to various factors. Research has led to treatments that help manage the disease and improve quality of life. The Everyday Counts study explores how nutrition and exercise coaching can support women with metastatic breast cancer. To learn more about the Everyday Counts study in Milwaukee, call 414-955-8819 or email edc@mcw.edu. If you or someone you know has stage 4 breast cancer, please encourage them to call and enroll in this valuable study. Again, call 414-955-8819 or email edc@mcw.edu.
Listen to the home of the 5K Gruber Cash Giveaway. 101.7 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth, from 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the third hour of the Tory Lowe Show. And I want to talk about this because I saw this before we get into some of the stories I wanted to talk about. But there was something that I saw on Attorney Benjamin's Crump page, and he was discussing about shutting down Christmas and Thanksgiving. Like I guess when every year around this time for the last couple of years, they have been putting out, I guess, a concept of not buying things for Christmas and for the holidays toward the end of the year. And I seen this on Attorney Benjamin's Crump page, and salute to Attorney Benjamin Crump. We have a couple cases that he's working through with Attorney B. Ivy Lamar that we've been working with. So, but when I saw this, I'm wondering what is the meaning of the not purchasing anything. I'm really not sure if this is a political thing or is it something to say, okay, the black community wants to have X, Y, and Z, so without our dollars, we're going to remove our dollars, like kind of like how they did the bus boycott with Martin Luther King. Is that kind of concept where we want some changes done specifically for the black community, or is this just something that's political where it's diluted? Anything that our needs get diluted in political ideas like this. I don't know. Somebody in the chat help me make sense when we talk about the economic shutdown. I think a couple years ago, the Nation of Islam put out something that they wanted us to not participate in the Christmas holidays, and they wanted to kind of affect the fourth quarter. I don't know. When I hear talk like that, now I'm not jumping on the Black Lives Matter, get everybody worked up emotionally, and we don't get nothing out of it. I mean, I think that every time I attack something, I'm trying to get something out of it for either who I'm advocating for or the situation at hand. And now I'm just seeing just a bunch of things that are diluted, but it got, they try to wear the black face on it. And I'm tired of this. I'm not moving in forward. I don't want to be a part of nothing. I got a lot of situations, a lot of fires burning. And if it ain't going to bring a resolve to what I'm seeing with my eyeballs that's out here in the streets, I don't want nothing to do with it. And I've been not participating in a lot of this extra that's going on because a lot of people starting to notice that we're emotionally driven and all they got to do is say something racist. And next thing you know, you got high blood pressure or you triggered because they said it was racist. You ain't even did no research. You ain't looked into it. They got you moving off your emotions and they benefiting from it in the end. They sitting back while you out there doing all the hard leg work, protesting, got the bullhorn, got the sign, you running around with high blood pressure, and then when it's all said and done, you ain't got nothing to show for it. But a couple granolas and some Cheetos that you got from the protest. 2 granolas and a Cheeto, and they may have gave you something to drink. May have gave you some water. This is where I say this is where in 22, as we move forward, we got a lot of issues with the youth. This year we talked about a lot of issues that we had with the youth. This year we talked about a lot of the housing issues that we had with the elderly. There's some real issues out here for you to be out here jumping around, running with the cape with the hole in it, dealing with situations that we can't even at the end of when it's all said and done, we don't even know what we got. We casting our votes for things that we don't even know what we even, we ain't getting none out of the voting. So when are we going to say, hey, we got a lot of things going on with the man, woman, and child in the community that we need to address directly. Y'all seen they died. We had the detox center. We had the people from the detox center in here. I ain't heard nothing since. I don't even know if they closed it down or they kept it open. I don't know if the detox, I got to call the people What is that? Josh said Tory is petty, but no lies told. No, I was at the protest. I ain't got to lie. I was standing there looking, Josh. I saw what people was eating. They pulled up with the signs, with the dude that made the signs, and he had some granola bars and some chips. And if you're lucky, you got some water. And now get out here and protest and stomp the streets. And then we come back home, and you look back a year later, and we don't see what we getting out of it. Okay, thank you, Andrew. We got the First Step Detox Center is to close. Funding runs dry. I guess the Detox Center is closed. We tried to bring awareness and attention to it, but I guess it was too little too late. The Detox Center is closed. Now, what's going on with that? Now, where are all these people going? They say 4,000 people was going through the doors of this detox center. Where they finna go now? And I was out this weekend at the award show. And salute to Dr. Gladney for having the award ceremony. The Opulence Awards was held right here in the 3rd Street Market Hall. But it was a lot of people that was discussing mental health. Okay. And a lot of people want to talk about mental health. And like I said 100 times, there's a lot of talk going on about mental health. But where are people going when the crisis? And now they have a center where people have addiction, and that's closed. So how are we going to offset that? Somebody say even the Vin Baker Detox Center closed. They closed the Vin Baker? I'm going to look that up, Andrew. See if they closed the Vin Baker. I thought that was private. I thought Vin Baker was private. Here we go. I'm gonna need everybody to really step forward. What do I have to do? Pledging? Do I have to make y'all take the pledge that we gonna step forward and be about that action in 2026 or what? Do I have to start a prayer line? Do I have to get Minister Kevin up here to do the prayer line? To everybody to get active, to get involved, or we just gonna agree that these are the right things to do? Enough is enough. Enough is enough, Truth Nation. We're going to have to get active in 2026. If y'all want to chime in on the conversation today, 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. We got Al on the lines. How you doing now?
Check this out. I wouldn't care if you talk to your ex, but I'm gonna give you the real sugar, honey.
Go right ahead. I know you got something.
Here's the thing y'all need to understand. The love and care she has for the ex, y'all relationship will never meet because he's around or she is around for a reason. And don't let them have more money than you. The ex is somebody that they build something that's more powerful than what y'all building now. So whoever you is with, that they're with the ex, they're here for a moment. They're here for a season. So all I could tell you is do you, because what you don't know won't hurt you. But if you stick around, remember that's free real if it comes out. Always have a green light and always have a key and be ready to go. Have a good day.
So here we go. The question of the day. Okay, so Vin Baker's still open. Yeah, I thought it was private, so I think Vin Baker, I tried to get him on the show to talk to Vin Baker about his services. Hopefully we can reach out. Andrew, see if we can get Vin Baker on the show. I was trying to get him on the show, and he went overseas. I think he had to travel, but let's see if we can get Vin Baker on the show. Al called in talking about the power of the ex. If the ex still around, that means he got a connection. They got a spiritual connection. You only got the physical connection. Would you allow your current partner to have friendship or stay in contact with the ex? That's the question of the day. When we come back, we'll have more conversation. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. It's College Month on the award-winning 1017 The Truth, and we want to help your young scholar get those free scholarship dollars. All month long, we'll be highlighting local organizations who help students find thousands of dollars in scholarships each year. So be sure to tune in to 1017 The Truth's College Month so you can learn how your scholar can get those scholarship dollars. College Month on The Truth is sponsored by Marquette University and Educators Credit Union.
It's 1017 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Gina Della and her team at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin always have the winning game plan. Check out the championship caliber play call this month. A whole house of beautiful, new, energy-efficient Pella windows for as low as $297 a month. And get this, 0% interest for up to 6 years. That's like running a drive that keeps moving the chains with no penalties and no interest. And I can tell you from my experience, Pella Windows actually stop the drafts. You'll stay comfortable no matter how cold it gets outside. Think about it. Energy savings, comfort, and a great monthly payment you can actually manage. That's why I trust Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin and why this is the right time to make your move. Call today and schedule your free consultation at PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions apply. Ends 11/30 of 2025.
At Educators Credit Union, they believe that every person should have the tools they need to achieve their dreams. Educators Credit Union is dedicated to helping our future leaders eliminate financial hurdles by providing 35 high school seniors a $2,000 scholarship every year. Applications open in January. Visit Educators Credit Union at ECU.com to learn more about how to apply. Educators Credit Union, insured by NCUA. Membership eligibility required.
Host an unforgettable outing and create special memories with your crew at a Milwaukee Bucks game. Groups of 10 or more can score ticket savings, block seating, and take part in special activities on game days. Showcase your team's talents on center court, score a high five from the pros, and more. There are great options for groups of all sizes. Start planning your ultimate Bucks basketball game day experience today at bucks.com/groups. That's bucks.com/groups.
Getting to treatment shouldn't stand between you and life-saving care. The American Cancer Society's Road to Recovery program eases your burden by providing free rides to cancer-related medical appointments. Their trained volunteer drivers are ready to pick you up, take you to your appointment, and bring you safely back home, all at no cost. Don't let transportation keep you from the care you need. Schedule a ride today by visiting their website, cancer.org/transportation. That's cancer.org/transportation.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
.101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. I was hanging out with Sherwin. I was hanging out on the Sherwin show yesterday. And we was having a conversation. I was asking him about his AI music. I wanted to get his music. I wanted to play some of his music on the show. But I found the app, and guess what I did? I started trying to see if I could make an intro for the Tory Lowe Show. So I got like 5 songs on my phone.
Add a third intro to the show?
No, I'm not finna add nothing. I'm just finna do a new one. You know, just see if I can. If it's powerful. So AI, everybody know that they got the AI artists now. They got all this stuff going on with AI. And now all they saying you got to do is type in a few commands and voila, you got a new song. Now, I wanted to play this. I wanted to play this one song that I came up with. I just typed in intro for the Tory Lowe show, Andrew. So, and this was on this app, and it didn't sound too bad. It didn't sound too bad. But I'm gonna put this to. I want y'all to hear. This is what it came up with. Got a little sound. This is from just the typing in the short font.
Yo, it's your boy in the 414, fighting for justice and living my life. From North Division to the radio waves, spreading love and truth in every way. Tory Lowe Show, we're taking it to the top. Social justice and the people got our back stopped. From slum laws to discrimination, we're on the case. Tory Lowe Show, bringing change to the streets and the pace.
All right, that's what they did. Now I'm gonna still mess with it, but this is what they doing. Maurice said, "All right, not too bad." They've been telling us in the meetings to have more, situations where we kind of look into the AI because that's the future. I guess AI is the future, but I want to play one more because I liked it. This one, it was kind of short. But this is another one. A little bit more rocked out. You like that, Andrew?
It's not bad.
No money or fake, how you know it? I was told. Word is bond. A lot of things will unfold. When you get the paper,
this is AI.
With hoes, coming with them, we had it out the mud. For real, on the gang. Came up on the love. For real, they hate cause they wanna do it, but they can't. It's one of us ain't, baby.
I like this.
From the land of the trail, I mean that. Trail, recognize trail. You seen that. To my real niggas dead and gone. Your name still live on. It's the Tory Lowe Show.
Hey!
Tory Lowe Show.
That was hard.
It's the Tory Lowe Show.
All right, see that's the Tory Lowe Show right there. I'm gonna work on it.
You need a techno one that says "Don't bot out."
Yeah. We got it. That's for the while the show is going on. We can use that as a bump. But we need the show to come in. It's something powerful. Somebody, Josh says that sounds like a AI beat. Yeah, AI didn't evolve now, where some people are just making these AI songs and uploading it to Apple Music. And people are listening to this stuff. And we had the story about the AI robots that are getting record deals now. So what is this going to do to the industry? We got some flames in the chat. Do you think AI music will take over, take over music? Somebody help me out. Theo says, nice hook on the second one. I want to do an experiment. I'm going to come in and all I'm going to play is AI music on the show. And I'm going to need Truth Nation. I'm going to tell y'all, I'm going to need y'all to tell me how y'all feel about that. And, we already doing what we doing now. We're not playing, the top 40 stuff like we used to. So why not use AI?
It can get worse.
It doesn't even have licensing. It's not going to get struck down off YouTube. Somebody said AI will definitely take over. It's here to stay. I want to experience real talent. Yeah. I mean, we got local artists that we have a catalog of local artists from Milwaukee, and we would play that too. So
isn't it talent though to find out how to make it work like that? It does not take a little bit of talent to figure out how to make the machine do what you want it to do.
No, you just put in a font and put in a blurb. I want an intro for the Tory Lowe Show, and then all of a sudden you got an intro. That's one of them I did that. One of them I actually put lyrics to. I went and got some lyrics, and it just sounded, it sounded nice, but I want to tweak it a little bit more. But at the same time, with this AI, It's just the sky's the limit with the creativity. So I'll say this. For those that are pushing back on AI, I think in 5 years, you're going to get left behind. I mean, I think that a lot of people are still catching up to the stuff that was, kind of like the law, kind of catching up to how to move in business and what to do, how to move your taxes around, how to fix your credit and things like that. A lot of people got that late. And a lot of people just now figuring out how to repair the credit, how to move things around as far as like a trust and stuff. You're starting to get into that area. Well, now here come AI. You don't want to be too far behind on AI because you're going to get buried. You're about to get buried. And I remember, I keep telling this story of my grandmother when the VCR came out, and she kind of like she was pushing back on the technology, but she wanted to see the VHS. We had the VHS of the color purple. She wanted to see the color purple, so I kept putting the tape in and taking it out, and she was slow to kind of grasp onto the technology. So she gave me the responsibility of working all the new technology in the house. So what I'm saying is she tapped out. And I said, from that experience, I don't want to be the person to tap out. I want to make sure I'm aware. I don't have to master it. I just want to know the basics. So this is the time to get up on the basics of AI, because pretty soon you're going to be calling places and AI is going to answer the phone. And when AI start taking your order, and when these organizations start using AI to answer the phone, because they're not even answering the phone. At least AI going to answer the phone. Some of these folks are going to send you straight the voice message and it's full. But when it go to AI, the AI is going to be talking to you, and it's going to start taking notes and giving kind of a summary of what you're talking about to the person that has the AI running the phone system. So if you don't know how to work with it, you're going to be lost. That's all I'm saying. This is coming to it's coming up fast. 2026. All right, you're seeing all of this new AI technology this year in 2025. I mean, every other day you see new AI technology, especially this last one, this Sora. I got on the Sora app. I got the Tory Lowe AI Action Series going on, and I just added Liz Brown. So the next one coming out with Liz, but what I'm saying is I'm just messing around with it, trying to get familiar with this new technology, because I believe that next year it's going to be even more. They're going to start releasing more AI ideas, and people are going to be lost in the sauce. And I feel for the elders many times if they have to operate in the AI world, because they need people around that can break down to them what's happening. So you have to start getting the basics, learning the basics, so you don't have people that are getting scammed, or somebody saying, okay, it cost me $500 to do that, when it really is just a click of a button. And they say now you can make a website off of AI in no time. You know how to do that, Andrew? You know how to make a website with AI?
I think I can figure it out.
Yeah, and they said, so now you're going to have people that's putting in fonts, making your website and charging you $1,000, because you don't even know that AI has evolved. You don't have to sit there and put in the codes no more. So now you're going to go to somebody, they're going to say, I can fix your website, and they're going to just push 2 buttons and then wait 3 days. Oh, here it goes. It's up.
Good little side hustle for me.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. It sounds like a little side hustle. I'm telling you, y'all better not fall behind on this AI. That's all I'm going to say. It's people writing AI books now. Off of, was it ChatGPT or Grammarly or something like that? They're using these AI programs to write books now. Y'all better make sure that y'all get a piece of the pie. AI has money. You can make money from AI. Maybe y'all should look into it. That's all I'm going to suggest. Hey, look, when we come back, We'll have more discussion, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are much closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Are you ready for open enrollment? Now through January 15th, you can explore affordable health insurance options if you don't already have coverage through your job, Medicare, or Medicaid. The Community Health Access Program, CHAP, helps residents find affordable plans and guides you through the enrollment process, connecting you with resources to support your family. CHAP is a program of the City of Milwaukee Health Department. Learn more at milwaukee.gov/CHAP. That is milwaukee.gov/CHAP or calling 414-286-8620.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Here is Dr. Ken Harris with his truth.
Juneteenth signifies the occasion in 1865 when the final enslaved blacks in Texas were notified of their liberation 2.5 years subsequent to the Emancipation Proclamation. The moment when 100% of victims of slavery finally recognized their liberation indicated the principles of the U.S. Constitution came to be universally applicable. This represents a success for Black Americans and a subsequent and significant point in American history, highlighting the nation's alleged dedication to liberty and justice for all. The recent verdict in the murder of Sade Robinson serves as a reminder of the enduring evils and oppression we still face. Despite independence, numerous blacks still encounter exploitation, and they are masquerading as freedom. Commemorating Juneteenth compels us all to acknowledge these realities and compel the nation's past and promote a truthful national narrative. Juneteenth, along with the murder conviction of the disgusting individual who killed Miss Robinson, serves not merely as a celebration, but also as a summons to action. Remember this history in your daily discussions and interactions. If Juneteenth caused the conflation of liberty and justice for Black America, I say one death represented by the murder of Miss Robinson is a denial of liberty and an injustice to all of Black America.
This has been Truth Takes on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Listen to The Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris, weekdays from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat, brought to you by FidelityWealthManagement.com. Offscript Media has its eyes on the future of content. It's a vertically integrated and creator-powered media and commerce company that views itself as a one-stop shop for someone making content. Datavio Samuels is CEO of Offscript, and he says the company is focused on content creators in social.
Yeah, look, I think that social is the number one platform that matters. It's where all of the world's attention is. So often you're finding these people because they are popping or doing something really incredible in social. But when it comes to how can you help monetize them, how can you build them, do they have real proof points that they can create long-form content that can sustain attention? YouTube is that space.
Offscript is charting new territory, taking the more traditional idea of an A&R at a record label and updating it for the digital age. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
This Associated Bank Sports Center update on 1017 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Andrew Zimmel. The Green Bay Packers lost on Monday Night Football to the Philadelphia Eagles 10-7. Head coach Matt LaFleur and his team's mindset going forward.
The reality is we're 5-2-1 with 10 games remaining and everything right out in front of us.
The Packers travel to take on the New York Giants for a noon kickoff on Sunday. And the Milwaukee Bucks were able to hold off the Dallas Mavericks Monday night, winning 116-114. Giannis Antetokounmpo was the game leader with 30 points. But the story of the night was guard Ryan Rollins, who finished with 13 points, including a layup to go ahead with 13 seconds remaining. Head coach Doc Rivers on Rollins.
You know, he's still young, but kid is tough. and he's coachable, and he's probably the hardest worker on our team.
The Bucks continue their road trip against the Charlotte Hornets tomorrow. Tip-off is at 6 p.m. This True Sports Update was brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Seven The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Joining me on the V Mix, we got advocate author Elizabeth Brown. How you doing, Queen?
Salute, King. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday. Hey, I guess I'll ask you the question of the day.
Okay.
I guess I'll ask you the question of the day. The question of the day is, would you allow your partner to have a friendship or stay in contact with the ex?
What you mean? Would I allow? The question is, would my partner even ask me something like that? Like,
I'm just saying.
I don't think so. I mean, no. I don't. I don't even think my partner would even come to me and ask me nothing like that, because I wouldn't go to my partner and ask nothing like that.
Right.
Like,
It wouldn't be a conversation.
Not at all. Not at all. Absolutely
If you're
not.
talking to him, you just don't want to know about it.
No, it ain't that I don't want to know about it. I mean, at the end of the day, I think anybody that I decide to be with, be more in my mind frame of allowing the past to be the past and not bringing that muddiness into our future. Now if it's their child's mother or something like that, yeah, we can have that conversation because I ain't tripping. Again, if they co-parenting or whatever and there is no issues, she know her lane, I know my lane. I mean, we good.
Okay. Hey, I mean, it was just one of those things where, I saw that people, they bringing this up. And I think that like I said, I mean, it depends. If they co-parent, if they got kids together, I just want to hear, I want to hear the story of why, then I'll make my decision from there, because, I'm just trying to see if it's, if it's on the up and up.
I mean, it's one of those things I think too for me where I'm at a point in my life where none of that concern me. If you, because a grown person gonna do what they want to do,
right?
And they gonna do who they want to do. I have no control over that, but all I would say, don't do nothing that you don't want done to you. So my thing is, I really, again, the conversation, if the person that I'm with want to have that conversation, we could definitely have that conversation. If the lines are blurred, they definitely not gonna play in my face. Like, absolutely not. It's not that serious.
Well, now the other day you had to come in at 2:30.
Absolutely,
you had to come in at 2:30, but today you at the 3:30 at your usual time. And
absolutely,
we played your birthday video because it's Scorpio season.
Absolutely, all month long. Absolutely.
I think Andrew was back there sweating a little bit when he was playing the video. I think I seen him wipe his forehead with the neck.
Hey, Andrew said it was hot in there. That's all.
Hey, you're supposed to be cooler in here because we got all this equipment in here, but it did get kind of hot. It got kind of hot in there, but salute to you. How long do you go with your birthday? How long is your birthday celebration?
It depends on how I'm feeling, but usually, I probably cut it off probably like the 23rd or something like that. It depends though. It depends on how I'm feeling, what kind of vibe I'm in. I really just depends on how I'm feeling. If I'm feeling like I need to extend, then I extend. If it don't, then I shut it down.
Well, I'll say this. I wish you a amazing birthday celebration as long as you want to take it. As long as
Hey,
you're trying to
salute,
take it, Scorpio season. I don't know how
salute,
y'all
salute.
Scorpios is something different, I guess.
Absolutely.
Hey,
Cut from a whole nother cloth.
but
Absolutely.
do we got the photo shoot pictures, Andrew? Do we got the Elizabeth Brown photo shoot for the birthday? We gonna pull up the birthday photo shoot for everybody that's watching
Hey,
this
just a little
rebroadcast.
razzle dazzle,
Because you
nothing
got,
major.
I think you got a lot of people online that's sharing and saying Elizabeth Brown, how you get 49 and out there, got the Megan Thee Stallion knees and doing your thing at 49. How you get it? How you keep that energy up?
I was born with it. I'm solar powered. Anytime the sun is out, I'm up and moving. But not only that, I'm real into my body. So I'm gonna make sure, I'm flexible and all of that. Cause it's really not about your age. It's about your mentality, and what you don't use, you lose. So a lot of times, you see people who are getting older. My father was very limber and everything else because he worked out every day. He stretched, he did that. So, I'm following in his footsteps. So I really don't have those aches and pains that other people talk about because, again, I refuse it. I rebuke it.
And you got a lot of the
So
old players out there. Look at Elizabeth Brown. Somebody look at Elizabeth Brown. Do we got the video? We got something. If you watching this, we broadcast live. Elizabeth, you got the birthday video. You get a lot. You inspiring a lot of women right now online. That's getting in there, up there. I'm not saying you only as old as you feel, but at 49, how do you keep it? How do you keep it being about that action? Look at this. Somebody look at this.
I mean, I don't even think it's really what you do. It's about, again, it's not how old you are, it's how old you feel, and I don't think, like I said, in my family, my grandmother rode motorcycles all the way up into her 80s. So, I mean,
wait a minute. The grandma had the motorcycle up until she got
yeah,
80.
my grandmother was a part of a biking group and everything else.
What?
That's why I ride, So I mean, I think it's more of a mindset, I don't believe that you can't do certain things after a certain age. Whatever you feel that you need to do, get it done. And that's what I'm gonna do. Like, I
Well,
don't
it sound
limit
like
myself.
it sound like you be taking a lot of herbs. Somebody in the chat says you be taking them herbs and
I
spices.
definitely take herbs. I'm definitely a herbalist. I'm definitely, one who truly believe in fasting. I'm definitely the one who believe in fasting every season, summer, spring, winter, and fall. But I also fast at least once a month for sure, to make sure that I'm getting rid of the inflammation and stuff like that, because we've been misled to believe that, like arthritis, um diabetes and things like that is hereditary, and it's the farthest thing from the truth. There's certain, for every ailment we have, it's a herb for it, believe that. And I'm a true believer in that, and that's what I do. So I mean, even down to the stuff that I use for my face, I make it myself, like the turmeric, fresh squeezed lemon, with a little milk. I mean, everything I do is natural, pretty much. So
Well,
yeah,
like I said, we might have to get some workshops going here because we need some
I
herbs
am
in
with
here.
it.
We need what you always say. They need the parasite cleanse going on. We got to get that parasite cleanse going on. This is where I say in 2026, we got to start taking it to that next level and build that village and making sure that everybody is involved, that want to be involved, that's working and getting that extra encouragement and getting that empowerment. Because many times when we look at our community, a lot of people be like, well, we don't know what to do, but that's not true. That we're just not
Yeah.
doing it.
Absolutely. And that's the main idea. It's about being about that action, what we talk about every day. And again, you have everything you need. You have nature. We just got to get out of that lack mind state, that struggle mind state, that that spell casting that we do. And I was just telling, a group of people that I knew, like we have to stop programming ourselves, because again, what you speak into existence is real. If you wake up every day and you say I'm broke, then tomorrow you gonna wake up and you gonna be broke. So again, I'm a true believer in that. It's not about chasing anything. It's about attracting everything that you need. And I'm a true believer that, especially when it comes to our health is our wealth. And a lot of times they mislead us to believe that we can't change certain things, that is like I said, stated, hereditary, and it's the farthest thing from the truth. My mother for a long time thought she had, they was telling her that she had rheumatoid arthritis. I put together some stuff, some herbs, also made like alcohol and the pits of avocado um, that I had allowed to dry out, put that in the alcohol, let it soak for like 3 weeks. And she went to spraying that on her joints and stuff, and then getting out walking every day. She don't have those issues, So I'm not telling you things that I haven't done, that haven't been proven. It's real. So what you think, you become. What you think, you create. So if you thinking that, again, like yourself, you can walk to from Milwaukee to Washington, D.C., you did that. There's no limitations on you outside of the limitations that you put on yourself, or you allow somebody to believe that you have those limits. But no, we are universal beings, and there is no limits outside of the ones we put on ourselves. So when we go to breaking our own limits, you untouchable, pretty much.
Hey, Josh says them parasites is why these folks crashing out, because they cars
Absolutely.
decline.
Well, I mean, it's been proven studies that, parasites will have individuals crashing out. But I think a lot of times, a lot of people crashing out because they really feeling helpless and hopeless, So I think we got to get back to knowing that, again, we are a resilient people. We did more with nothing that I seen people do more that had more. So the reality of that is, you only as powerful as you think you are. With everything that has tried to break us, it's clear that we unbreakable, and ain't no better time than the present to stand on business.
All right. Well, look, when we come back, Elizabeth Brown, I want to get your final thoughts on the show today. Truth
Let's
Nation.
do it.
Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
From the biggest plays on the court to the comments made in the locker room after. An in-depth recap of every Bucks game. In 6 minutes. No more? No less. Bucks in 6 on the Bucks Plus audio network. If you missed any of the game or just want to relive the biggest moments, Bucks in 6 provides game recaps every morning after. Hear the high-flying dunks from Giannis or the deep threes from Miles Turner. And catch the comments post-game about what happened on the court. Bucks in 6 on the Bucks Plus audio network. Find it now on bucks.com/plus or on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts.
We believe that self-care isn't selfish. I'm Maddie from Sweet Talks, a women-owned and operated medical spa fostering self-love and confidence. We believe that beauty is about feeling empowered from within, and it's truly a passion for our team at Sweet Talks. Your goals are our goals. Our services go beyond injectables, including facials, lasers, medical weight loss, hormone therapy, and more. There's even a cafe, complimentary to all patients. Get started today at Sweet Talks in Menominee Falls. Learn more at sweettalks.com.
Tracy, going back to the process, and as it relates specifically to the partnership that Old National Bank has with Housing Resource, what does the process consist of when coming through this program?
It's a referral process. We work with clients that first-time homeowners that may not have the counseling that they need. They may not have the equity, the down payment that they need. So we refer them to our partners like HRI or Housing Resources, Inc., because we recognize that those organizations, they have the resources, they have the tutorial documentation and all of those things that are necessary for first-time homeowners that don't know the process, may not know the system, may not know what's required for home ownership. So working with Housing Resources Inc. and other partnerships that we have like through WIDA has been very, very advantageous, not only for us, but also the organizations, but also for the community.
Gruber Law Office. One call, that's all.
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 Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
One call, that's all.
Tired of having the wool pulled over your eyes? US Cellular is offering 4 lines for $90 a month with your choice of 4 of the latest phones for free. No trade-in or hidden requirements. US Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, at 1017thetruth.com.
Anything that you want from me, my delight tonight. Every single heartache will be kissed and loved away. And at my desire's height, the body will obey. Lay your hands on me, girl, touch my burning sand. Let your waters calm me. Your wish is my command. You can count on me, yeah. I'll set you free and easy. Anything, yeah. We'll be acting out complete. Nothing but smooth sailing. Oh, baby. Anything that you want from me.
Scholars with knowledge, character, and confidence. 88% of the students face economic hardships, but that doesn't define them because at MCP, every child's potential shines with 4 campuses and one powerful mission. College bound and beyond, Milwaukee College Prep is free, high-performing, and open to all Milwaukee families. Visit MilwaukeeCollegePrep.com to enroll or get involved. That's MilwaukeeCollegePrep.com, where Milwaukee's future begins to shine. Elizabeth Brown, it's been another powerful conversation today. And
Absolutely.
Especially if it ain't nothing but smooth sailing.
Hey, that part, all the way into 2026 and beyond. You heard? Absolutely.
Hey, what is your wish for Truth Nation in the coming year in 2026?
That they continue to stay active, that they know how resilient and beautiful of a people that they are, and that they understand the power that they have within, knowing that there is nothing that we can't do if we stand together. So my hope for us in totality with Truth Nation is understanding the power that we have, and that no matter what this world is trying to distract us with, that we stay focused on revealing, forgiving, rebuilding, and standing 10 toes down on business all 2026 and beyond. It's time for us again to get everything back in order. The way that they have it set up is upside down, and it's our turn to turn it right side up, and we doing it. So
it just seems like this year has been a heavy year for a lot of people. We've been working around the clock many times.
We've been through hell.
The call to actions this year, and
absolutely,
when it's time to make the plans for 2026 is coming, and it's never been a better time to make sure that we have these discussions and understand the mind frame that we got to take into the next year. And I always tell people, we can no longer be reactionary. We got to make sure that we're putting our energy in the right spaces to get what we need for our people in our communities. And I think that that's not asking for too much.
It's not, again, like you stated, it's been a hell of a year. We still been able to do what we do. And we've been being attacked. Truth Nation, if y'all only knew. In our personal lives, the attacks that we've been under. The reality of it is no weapon formed against us shall prosper, and it have not. Again, no matter what it is that this world try to mislead us to believe, with pushing the fear narratives and everything else, when you know the power that you have within yourself, equates to the power of the people who you decide to surround yourself with. It's only greater. And it's not later, it's greater right now. It's your mindset. When you change your mind, you're going to change your life. And like I said, even with everything we done been through, to change anything is to change everything. And then I'm not the woman I am today. So I take it all in stride. Anything that no longer serves me, I'm releasing it with love, no hard feelings. And I just can't wait to see what's to come. It's up to all 2026 and beyond. The next 10 generations behind us is going to be a beautiful thing. Even if I'm not here to see it, but the time that I got left, it's time to not only work hard but play hard. So I'm here for it, King.
And the thing is, we can turn on the switch as a community anytime when we feel that our community has to turn and change directions, because we do it for other ideas all the time. We do it for, when we see movements come and go, and you see that the community activates, but then when we get done at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, we can't even give an account for what we have gained for that energy. And I think that has to stop. We have to start saying, okay, if we're going to put our energy and become involved in these things, we got to come out with some tangibles. And
we need to benefit from it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Again, we are people who have always sacrificed for everybody else. In this season, it's time to sacrifice everybody else for self. You can never say that you love something or somebody more than you love yourself to cut them off, to stop them from causing you harm. So in reality, if it's not helping you, then it's hurting you. And I think, for us, we've been loyal to the wrong things for too long. And now is the time for us to recalibrate. Again, I don't care what yesterday looked like. You can change your mind today. If you don't like what the outcome was, get up today and do something about changing what it was that had you feeling some type of way yesterday. You can change that today. Every day you have the ability and the knowledge, the power, and the choice to change. So again, when you know you have that power, when you have that knowledge, change is only in the thought process of you getting up and making it happen. Be about that action, because if you sitting waiting on somebody else, God bless the brain dead, like,
oh wow,
because it's not going to happen. So if you get active, I can guarantee you, if you stay active and you stay grateful, because to be grateful for whatever you have today is for you to wake up tomorrow and have even more to be grateful for. So that's my mindset. Positivity and abundance.
And speaking of positivity, I gotta speak to the Gap students at MATC tomorrow.
Hey, salute. That's powerful.
Speak to the Gap students that came through the Tory Lowe show. And this is where we got to be. We got to motivate that next generation to do and surpass what we're able to do, and give them the ideas and give them the exposure and experience to understand that we don't have to fall into these stereotypical cultural illusions and delusions.
Come on. Real talk. Real talk. And that's the beautiful thing, that we can be the example that's set forth for them to understand that you don't have to go through the back door. You ain't got to lick boots. You ain't got to buck dance for the biscuits. All you got to do is stay consistent. Make sure that your follow through is as strong as the conversation that you having every day, and everything else is going to take care of itself.
I agree. And there's never been a better time than now to make the changes and the adjustments. Let's not be behind the ball next year in 2026. Let's get ahead of the curve. Let's be about that action. Let's be a resource. I even said one of my goals is for families to get together and start a family business.
Hey, for real. I'm with it. Let's get it.
Start a family business and see how far we can take it in 2026. Hey, I'm telling you, this is a powerful time. It's a
Absolutely.
powerful
It's
time.
up and it's stuck, King.
And you got to tap into
I'm
the
here
power.
for it.
You got to tap into the
Absolutely. Absolutely.
power. I appreciate you, Elizabeth Brown, for being on the front lines as usual. It's Scorpio season.
Yes, sir. And we outside. Let's get it, King.
All right.
Salute.
Thank you for tapping in. I'll talk to you soon. All right, everybody out there in Radio Land. Salute to everybody joining the show today, everybody that called in and added to the content. Salute to everybody in the chat. Powerful chat today. What they saying in the poll? Would you allow your current partner to have a friendship or stay in contact with the ex? We got yes at 28%, and we got no at 72%. But whatever you do, make sure you act responsibly, and not impulsively, and talk it out. Communication is key. Keep your head on the swivel. Green don't always mean go, and look both ways before you cross the streets. I love you. Dr. Ken Harris up next.
This is 1017 The Truth.